In the aftermath of the floods that affected a lot of the southern coastal part of our country, I deemed it necessary for us to have a national security meeting to discuss the issues arising out of that natural disaster. It's become a recurring incident, but of course this was far worse than any that we have seen, both because of the vagaries of climate change. Aside from that, too, the pressures of urbanization. Accra being the capital, it is expanding at a very alarming rate. Of course, we've asked the Army to get involved in the flood mitigation measures, and then also NADMO and others are involved in relief, spreading of relief items. And so we want to look at what's been happening so far and what the measures we have to put in place going forward would be. Happily, the Minister of Finance has released some money from the contingency fund for us to be able to finance the mitigation measures going forward. We might not be able to completely eliminate flooding because it's a natural disaster that happens not only in our part of the world, it happens in other areas. But we can minimize it and make its effect less disastrous like what happened. And when the administrator of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund was reading her speech, she said something that caught my attention. She said, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund is not simply a financing mechanism, but it's a nation-building instrument. When we conceptualize the medical trust funds, at first our attention was on the costs that patients had to bear to treat non-communicable, diagnosis and treatment of non-communicable diseases. But with time we realized that it was not only about financing diagnosis and care. Even when you accepted to finance a patient, there was no facility available in the vicinity where the patient was to be able to diagnose and care for the patient. And then aside from that, it's not just financing the treatment and care, it's not just providing the equipment for diagnosis and treatment. The next thing we realized also was you need skilled critical care professionals to be able to use those equipment and those facilities to be able to provide quality health care to these patients. And so it's expanded the mandate of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, not only to fund diagnosis and treatment for patients, but also to provide the facilities for such treatment to take place, and then also to ensure that there are skilled personnel to be able to provide diagnosis and care for these patients. And so this is part of the mandate of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund that we are covering. The trust fund was allocated 2.3 billion cedis, and it is using part of that money to provide financing for diagnosis and treatment. But it's also using part of that financing to ensure that, notwithstanding which part of the country you are, you can have access to diagnosis and treatment. And so this is why we are here today. The effort to provide skilled professionals has also begun with the first nursing training facility here in Kolebu to train critical healthcare nurses in nephrology, in cardiovascular issues, in oncology, and all the other important critical care areas. The next center will be in Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. And so far, Cabinet has given approval for 500 of these nurses to be recruited and trained. I think the nurses in Korle Bu have already been matriculated and are beginning their courses. And once they finish their courses, they'll be sent to these centers for treatment of non-communicable diseases, so that we'll have the professionals, we'll have the facilities, and also we'll have the ability to finance the diagnosis and treatment. But we are also learning from something. When I was vice president to Professor Tamils, we spent about $250 million to retool all the major regional and teaching hospitals in this country, provided CT scans, MRIs, X-rays, and all the major equipment that was needed. A few years after that, we found out that most of that equipment was not properly maintained and had broken down, and the hospitals were calling on government again to do another retooling or replace the equipment. It is not a sustainable model. And so we've established a different model for this retooling that we're doing. And so Cabinet has approved the Ghana Medical Equipment Services Limited, which will be a subsidiary of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. These will be specialized biomedical engineers who will oversee and supervise the use and maintenance of the equipment. And they will be the vehicle if the equipment is obsolete or is broken down beyond repair and has to be replaced. Is the Ghana Medical Equipment Services Limited that will be responsible and be the vehicle for replacing the equipment. We believe that this will be a more sustainable level, so that the investment the Ghanaian people are putting in will not just go to waste like it has done in the past. So these are just a few comments I wanted to make, but I have a short speech here, so if you just be patient, I'll inflict it on you and then we'll be out of here. It's a great honor to join you today for the commissioning of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund Cardiac Catheterization Laboratory at the National Cardiothoracic Center of the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital. This is another important milestone in our collective effort to build a healthcare system that is equitable, that is resilient and responsive to the changing health needs of our people. It demonstrates our unwavering belief that every Ghanaian, regardless of income, geography, or social status, deserves access to quality health care. The true wealth of any nation lies in the health and well-being of its people. Healthy citizens are more productive, children learn better, families thrive, businesses flourish, and nations prosper. Every investment we make in healthcare is therefore an investment in Ghana's human capital and in the future of our country. It is this conviction that underpins the comprehensive reforms we have initiated within our health sector. In recent years, Ghana's disease profile has evolved considerably. While we continue to make progress in combating infectious diseases, we are witnessing a rapid increase in non-communicable diseases such as cardiovascular diseases, strokes, cancers, kidney failure, diabetes, and hypertension. These illnesses now account for a significant proportion of premature deaths and long-term disability in our country. Beyond the medical challenges they present, these diseases often impose enormous financial burdens on the households that have these patients. Too many households have exhausted their savings, sold valuable assets, or abandoned treatment altogether simply because specialized healthcare was beyond their financial reach. No responsible government can ignore this reality. And so it was precisely to address these challenges that we introduce two transformative initiatives. First, the Free Primary Healthcare Program and the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. The Free Primary Healthcare Program focuses on prevention, early diagnosis, and timely intervention at the community level. It seeks to ensure that diseases are detected before they become life-threatening, and that every Ghanaian has access to essential healthcare services regardless of their financial circumstances. The Ghana Medical Trust Fund complements this effort by providing financial support for specialized treatment while simultaneously investing in infrastructure, equipment, research, specialist capacity training required to deliver world-class healthcare. So together, these initiatives represent a new philosophy of healthcare delivery, one that places the patient at the center while strengthening the institutions that provide care. These two initiatives, together with the National Health Insurance Scheme, we believe are the answer to providing universal health coverage for our people. Our vision is clear. We must build a healthcare system that prevents illness where possible, treats diseases promptly when they occur, and ensure that specialized care remains accessible and affordable for every Ghanaian. Today's commissioning is tangible evidence that this vision is within reach and is becoming a reality. One of my final duties before I left office in 2017 was to commission a new cath lab right here in Kolebu Hospital, following a petition I received about the lack of this critical piece of equipment at the nation's premier teaching hospital. For almost a decade, this new cath lab transformed cardiovascular care in Ghana. And as Dr. Maase said, it enables thousands of patients to undergo life-saving, minimally invasive procedures without having to travel abroad. The unfortunate fire that destroyed that facility in March 2025 represented a significant setback for our health system. It disrupted services, it increased pressure on our clinicians, and placed additional burdens on patients and their families. Today, however, we celebrate not merely the replacement of what was lost, but we celebrate the creation of something even better than what we lost. So this new cardiac catheterization laboratory represents restoration, renewal, and progress. It reflects our determination that setbacks should never define our future. Instead, they should inspire us to rebuild stronger, smarter, and better than before. The advanced technology that has been installed here will significantly improve Ghana's capacity to diagnose and treat complex cardiovascular conditions, including coronary artery disease, structural heart disease, peripheral vascular disease, and other life-threatening illnesses. Equally important, this facility will enhance our ability to provide timely neurovascular interventions for stroke patients, where every minute saved can mean the difference between full recovery and permanent disability. Each successful procedure carried out here will represent more than a medical achievement. It will mean another patient.
Live on TVSY and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics in the different studio. Hour 37, Abebrese Street, the heart of Accra, City, in all the 16 regions across the country. Edu Northern Regional Capital, Tamale, Kesmi, 107.1 FM, Boli and Kiligi FM, Sansunia Ko Ewa, WFM Su Ekremo, Pusiga, Wempan Sampa, Wende FM, Boko Air Source, 100.1 FM, Yenuanma, Ewo, Zebila Omonso Fire was FM so Nina Upper East region of the Republic of Ghana, Eco Western Regional Capital, Ayeta Kradia, Sharp 106.9 FM, Ziama Lembele West and 100.3 FM, Muti region 3 radio stations. You are 79.7 FM Koti Krache, KF Mokpasana Boem FM so Jasekan, Volta Regional Capital, Hoye Global 105.1 FM, Bono region 90.9 FM on Soko, Instruma FM so on Nkwanta, Ekwa for regional capital go so a nananum 92.5 FM station with ambition mukramo na Dunu FM so ewo Sankore yemfi wona fe yemfi na nchire mfimfi mantema hinkro kese Cape Coast eho na kotokraba market Adom Sounds nsu kremo Rich FM so ewo asin fosu omonyina fa dwumadi enwi ene ewie ene hye no so sekuta won sabo sumi July bo sumi ne deto so enkron ewo mfimfi mienu ene aduonu ensiemu na ye Holland na GFM radio ne Fire Life radio su kremo na America memo Apple 68 FM ewo Virginia Facebook Live Power 979 TVS was Ghana sanso on YouTube SWAZ broadcast medin ede Mugabe Maase obetimi afreme atankolega bigger the capacity man na sema yede ebre won de ejawum ntino ejano so ehyewa no afane sa said the bia make say if it must be done it must be done well na baby ayaduru no enesi etna ho ne yɛhan yedin na asiawie me de asembi eba me de ka to emamo sempanifo munye ABC se mo anye ABC a eba amamo bia meka so otome bo aye de Mugabe beje obo because ebo ni bi ho na wo de mamia na ke toto ne meyi a na nka bo no meji a memfa nko ba bia ba wo se ebo nipa ho eban ne yekwan ye befa so a ye betumi a retain yen seat a ye gi ye ni nyina ne agibia ye den asan aka ho say Excellency John Dramani Mahama wabo adwuma ya wo deserve say ye bono abaso but then me hwe de ekoso on social media any ade a sometimes me hu ana me raho especially in the central region awutu Senya East constituency and would humble appeal and I say humble advice and am de e mampenifo mama adwobre o mofa mo nan sifom de ekoso ewo eye awutu Senya eye East no mpenifo party mpenifo madawro ma nidiem kwan so mofa mo nan yeden insifom yesi ye pe madodo ewo yamanyose mo nyasa na de bia ye ka yesi ye pe madodo ewo yamanyose mo but wo hwe seat bi te say dome kwabenya wo seat bi te say awutu Senya East yenyi dawo enye seat bi a ye bete saa o ne se nyame adom yetumi anya saa seat ye hu eye Chinese box ye anu wo hoi twitwituo amafua ewu ewo eye kasoa ne patam nya asem ketua o ne nyame adom yetumi agye saa seat na aba awutin sem ni bia enyenyenyenyenyenyenyenye oba warefo na koye ware on the 22nd December 2022 2nd December 2022 na hwebra ma bre pa wo kasoa mo hwebra ma bre o ne motimi age seat enya oba edena kwa represent mo wo parliament ne motimi fa buo ne anidie emasa wo ba no se ba bia wo gina no position a animonyama wo de ahye NDC ni awutu Senya East na mpanifo de ekosu pa motimi mfa mo nan esi wo se ye eo se ye bio na mpanifo nkasa na asomdwe timi ma eye kasoa ne mogya yatum ana umujai gumusa I'm worried. I'm not happy about it. And some of us you play awutu Senya East. Be in my shoes. Sana koye ye wunu yamba ana se wo ye married woman o na wote audios ni bi allegedly dia kwaso na wote a wo ye bema ana wo nua ba na obusuani na say na obefili obeka say Congress akwa na opa ni be ntina na onyi ne hu fira amanyose mu. Why? Very learned. Here ka bia maduo ni empire bo say ja racial fokura ebe ka bi betimi ayede asom so na watumi nya deputy minister bia na ba bia say na watumi aprimpuntuo mo e de abra eye ka so a wotu senya is for. Ayampia na moto social media. Ayampia ana moto social media. E wotu senya is. Mutumi ya de ma ne ye nguase papa. Ayampia na moto mu mudi mu ho atem e wotu senya is. Minu sampanifo party num na panifo tie e wani diem kwa so madawro ma mesada mesayam mumma asumdwe emra awutu senya is. Ne yam fa enidie ebuo ne enidie mayema be ma yam frimpade ne yiye ne de bo ma o na so ema jania wo mu de mema fm ema no jania wo mu de mema fam oba warefo a wagoba tre social media ne edi atam ne tre social media ne edi atam for what na wanya de na modia moye wakaso ano na wanya de afrim president na ono di amanyoko na anim no mo hwe de we o se conduct ne ho mo hwe de we politicians no mo se conduct mo ho mama before anye na mo a within intana na mudi mo ho atem enye mo ntwa so and when the team when the kwaka away we have won the seat mama peace and privilege our awutu senya is yes council of elders and perform adawuruma national chairman empanifo numunyanfo fifi kote empanifo a mo ka bi ewom ewa endi samanyoko no mo sori na mo fa mo na yesifom okuna ya ko 2028 no enye ko a da eye betesa o enye ko a eye betesa mimi hu de eba mesende won na mamo mo pa mo ntonkune anti e betime de nipa few people achi ni akolusu seat no few people achi ni akolusu seat no aba tie kwa na ekoso de ne yaji owiase bebrebe nyina ye de kwan de ne yaji e owiase bebrebe no ye de kwan enim guase eye shame de ekoso wakaso eye nim gua bon kan yes enye munyai I'm not here to mess misi munyai eye nim guase enye ade enya na enye munyai mutwa so ese fata yes ya ware ma e protect ma e protect wo ya krokro wo atina kwaya politics akonya adwuma nya na kwaya wankwaya MP wakaso a konya adwuma nya. What is all this? Na moja to musan we afa we to na fa we ato na de na abre as a political party and this na de dia na de abre na de ne benya afri de ne ya pese ya achieve da bi NDC aswa ejadam eno na mope. No, please. The National Executive, the Council of Elders, Madam Mamufa Monesi from. Let me move to MPP. Here, MPP for no, omunim de omuyo. But you're very careful. You're very careful. Yetiana kufa de kwose share mrebi. Ema omuji tu mo sa vigilante groups awa Ghana nyina enya dan. Yengu no meboa. Samokai. Nti we na ya Azoka Boys yo, we na ya the Hawks yo, wan yo, igoni nyina. Me say MPP no, vigilante fo yo mokofa o free South Africa ne Serbia. Samoka ya na mo yafi. Edo mo begu eya aguna dua kwa ekwa aguna samba kwa no so, so edo kwa so. Ye hu ni o mo ye wo Ghana ha. Nei, wo motive nya kokuduro akwa ti group fufuro we. CFO vigilante group ni MPP mobeka dem and my take things for granted we Rollins can okay post actually MPP for umudin omusesa no. These guys, they are very wicked people. MPP omu ya manyoku a wu ma wo de he amanfo ma wo mahu de omu de omu beye na be wo ye say to mirika obetime to mirika. Sometimes I need to make say mon sorry national organizer Yamin mon sorry wow we mo mbre o mase we mo dissolve no wow mo kira mo bibi kakra mo won see our power na ekwa ya de me take power for granted yem nyu super power de fanya ne ma see ya ne time 2066 anu ba gitu mi no eya dai na afag na ekira no ma sorry no mo ye demonstration no mo se ties e okwam no mo ye wei anu mo de ba gitu mi e free ho and look at the numbers. They have the money. MPP, they have the money. Sometimes when I sit down, now me share near maybe a woman phone and says they are selling the system. Woman phone and says we be a board members and the contract I can see one contract I can see woman here dema woman. KGL. Me KGL was a board member. Akufo-Addo appointed him as a board member during his administration. Me boy mo kan kire me say me boy his 60th birthday in UK ye mo ko pictures na mo hwe mo koe mo ko pictures na mo hwe mo Akufo-Addo ne no kofo a e ko papa ni 60th birthday and the contract full kan NL dada no mo sai no contract ne da so sia president ama directive say mo nya da mo renegotiate ebesi ne ye jai NL ho no sa ayini nyina ade ayeden and e ko hwe Punch newspaper mo foto so mame me ma mo background na ma hu mo yie they have the money now always cap papa we on making on daily basis no akwa 170 million Ghana cedis e de ama Ghana Revenue Authority na ye boy esema no se wa ya ade and then you see NLA boss under fire over 400,000 procurement breach ya de monopoly ni boba kupe wano kwa na Ghana Lotto no control BBA KGL. You are talking about 400,000. The Punch newspaper, and we know those behind that newspaper. You are talking about 400,000 here. But moving a free directive for ya dear man say, Munya mu ewo ne hu say Lotto ho no sa aye KGL no one control BBA Ghana Lotto nyina wo bia ni ho on daily basis when yes can say man ewo Ghana. Some of us more than betimi atobia but some of us ntimi fa osikantoye ya adwene de nyame akire say yemfa mo wo ma we no ewuo mo nkwa mo nsuo mo awie mo ye bekoso aka no kora ne saa me utomi enye yie usikantimi ntome. So the media they can't talk about the man. No me very well said the koso ewo NLA ya kanyina no say ayi Ibrahim salam ni de so ya abofra wo salam no ya abofra this ya wo NLA ho no salam ya abofra you bet him I know say 40,000 a month. What is 40,000? 40,000 a month. It you know sky omotuama sa a newspaper now say online we you know 400,000. And no one some can. And who is behind this newspaper? Baby and some who paper we here for a year behind. Every day. Now mo dia beto so KGL, BBBA KGL and Nadia KGL and yama boni awoye Ghana ha. Woman we are president ama directive say munjenya hwehwemu no ebesi na yetewe. Yes. Bo betimi apevu way everywhere. Ba media me hwehwemu me kasa za kekewu. Me kasa adana mo pese mo bia ade mama amanfo so ewu akiri no mo so atimi ayebie. Aho de mo interest ni ho. Papa ni MPP ni obekoswa under this administration. Mo atoto ne emayi a o mo na besa finance MPP in 2028 sa vigilante foi ska o mo de ba ma wo mo ne ho anyina ne tua yo mo easy. They have the money kofo di o ma we bone da so ne na ma bontere hu o ma na obuafu timi aye han makano for ya ta dwane akwa America sa nkofo we fufu we etimi nya no mo kasa under this administration. Kotra TV so ekasa flood na ekoso ne MPP time case. Useless statement from a useless man. Who born dog? Jomama go back to the United Kingdom. Mo amoto ahia agbasa wan no. Ya o kan san fu Kotra TV so ko e kan san fu no. Go to UK today. Na ko we ewia ebo Eda 42, Eda 43, 44. Kwa we are able wo UK no. Ya mrafo ne kokwafo ewu ewo UK no. Ko bisa wo maami ana papa say wono ana frɛ awia no wo so emmo Echo 42 ni 45 ne ku amanfo ma ewo London. You can't beat nature. The Yakopon ashe say beba no ye den ebe den. We den beba. Jomama na so ya ka kira amanfo say Mugates no mu ye ball ani wi a. Nso to amfa mu Jomama ananam an oboda wuro. Useless statement. Na kwatra TV so kan samfun we. Kwatra TV so kan samfun we. Na be before you din because we are communication director of the party. Mo party agu. We mo papa wa 2028. Mo fa video no to so mame production team. Quick one.
Kwa bia so na nkomo kan ho. Mo de te Ghana ha. We no mo koton ma Ghana for 2024 ene ya to aba ena ne to kan. Yehu de yi. Ni pewu. Da na be ka kire nkofo bi se 2024 aba ne ye to ye. Senka NDC enwini a. Sa dipa 34. Aya omowi. Nka omote attest for asase so. Because nka MPP no aba mu a ka sa flood way e bi nsi mani pa 34 wu. Omo am business assets
8 years no. Bibia sense am obi anhwere na mu.
O de ka o so wa o kai bia. O kai bia pacho.
Me bisaw.
Say be na be ka kire ho no say nka MPP no aba mu a ade we sa dipa 34. Kwa bia so na nkomo kai ho anope. Omo a omo fie aka mfie ase omo nyina no nka ene no komo fie ye dry ka omo a omo business access na nkono pay komo nyina wo dwumo mu a omo ye dwuma nka empo this time no nka bia na 24-hour economy na nam say economy no ebum ni ntino na nka no naturally na ba patriot ase
but set tabe na economy na embumi
se koyi
very well. To say a Kufuado a MPP tama nka we nya den nka ensi we wonu muzu odidi a wonu muzu say radio so can some phone TV so can some phone just like that cause you too gentle yenya enkrani ma ne baye regional minister o Tatos global ma regional minister and Akufuado dia no ye yes sila dapa mo no mu discan go mo passe ko si sen yes bisa won se ko si sen and no atasetos ya chi wo mo won wa adwuma in Excellency John Dramani Mahama but they were all turning things around ayo mo nwanwa o ma hu se o ma manyoko no eja dam ntomo hu di o munye ena na to ha na kina na to ha nti o ma yo ma dwene ne se o mo ba be hunu hunan o mo kote vigilante group no mo de aba be hunu hunan ndc4 hey munye steady sa ye mu bi no ye si so ma sa ne ha mo minua ya boy ho more than ne oho ye kura tumi masa sa ankurasefo wei womun entra Ghana ha ni nkwasa asam sa sabe nkwasa asam enchira ete se yenim de ye vigilante no ye de no sometimes ya mu yefun awu andisiu mu yefun ani bosome kura ye wu andisiu jufo ya nya bete o misi jufo ya nya dai ya nya bete yes munye very careful IGP and the National Security Coordinator, my good brother, COP Razak, the capacity IGP, no nonsense IGP, or no tolerated nonsense. Capacity, Yohunu, Christian Tete Yohunu, would dear de. Director General Finance, COP Frimpong, capacity. Miniaba, Lydia, COP Lydia Donko. What to me under this when you damn pare IGP ni bio when you damn pare kale wole IGP ni bio when you IGP or gather intelligence no ye adwuma amon we say ni paron wo ye adwuma de mama we mo nyi wo muti biso mo beda sa vigilante group mo beda yes da bia makasa ye no wose etoto ye ne mayi Ghana fo hu say ya memo no kama aka dudu amokobo ya Eurobond ne ade $700 million Ajuma pa honorable atofo sini ni team governor of the Bank of Ghana Dr. Siama na menua kuma Sami Jamfi hwe ajuma omo ebo omo na o ne team akotua 700 obligation ye die mra so kama hwe baby na wo man na kodu ne hwe baby a Ghana sesia internationally baby a we as globally hwe baby a yedi akwa kodu amamwo we ya amamwo ya tra say ya tra say ama political party be conform vigilante hey any se form me yanya bete o wo mo yesa na oh na mo crash wo mo quick agunu adissolve no na de mo person mo ye no maye me say what me tra ho me Mugabe me tuwe me tra ho ahwe hey emma aboa kramai ebeka me na sekan na abada me ho de ba me twewuti mama nate me tra ho makrama me kame o na abada me nchen esi wukuda to me ye wo power ne tra ho masa sabe nkwasiafo we akote sabe nkwasiafo we akote vigilante group so mo matete in 2028 ya hu bi pan yo ndc yes ade ano aboa wo nya no kawa wanya dai one finish nchiro these guys they are criminals wicked people woman power man we you piasefo no woman ye wicked people I'm saying it without fear or favor they are very wicked nation reckless woman power man downfall enya woma enya wuja ma omuso a konongo kai omutumi nsoa omuso mu obi nsoa nyame na ya adom ene enya tumi enya two tests ene niema etumi ko ye parliament ho kajomama benya kufu ado saa 137 bi aketiate mama mi enya mistake sit na ye no me returning ni na enyi bi nka ho me se metumofo a momfa anya adwuma ya kasa amuntie MPP ni bibi papa bia de magana fo atase na achi wo mo yenya o life mo distract sa abanwe jomama stay focus chief of staff oni monyafo Julius Dabra kantinka mu stay focus mo adwuma ya mama Valerie mo ene ya mama Mariata mo stay focus mo adwuma Dr. Callistus mu stay focus Sandagwe mu stay focus mamo mochi adepa bia de ho forward ever backwards never said the Kwame Nkrumah catch here no o my baby direction na is Excellency John Dramani Mahama e de nam so no direction here. Look at the ministers. Honorable George Napo. Honorable Atofosen. Honorable Ken Ejay. What you see? She adwuma mpanifo yi ebo. She adwuma Sami Jeffrey ebo. She adwuma eye Dr. Siama ebo ewo Bank of Ghana. Nti wo mo sori a konongo kayafo no mo pe wo man we yi no. Hwe Omanpanyin and Pennyfo team, they should tie the gentleman at NLA. Yes, because almost starting near Mabia, it will affect KGL. What they are doing is a game. They know what they are doing over there, and they will fail. Some Makacho said, "Me, I did be a medema no backup." They will fail big time. Yet to me tell man this is I always have quite a no. As I for our question MPP Fonsa. Contract in the moon room. Mumiamu. No bia o se onya bi ye bia na ehwe reverend wo man ni benya ye nya mani pa baako no control bia no Salam is a dagomba man, he knows what he can do. Se metra emma aboa krama be kamena me say Salam I say I know what you can do. 400,000 millions you call be bottom a day. I'm not trying to justify anything here. Listen and listen very well. Millions they are trying to use this to cover everything that KGL is doing at the NLA. People think we are fools. Who is behind this newspaper? Who is behind this publication? Trying to cover things up? No, it won't work. It won't fly. Yes, it won't fly. Fantastic one. Now, MP4 at the Krata said, Justin could be a minute coming. 2 for our own fat. Show you a fantastic brother. 2 for our own fat. 1 children I had. More communication where you are Santa region about to just a cleaners as nationwide a general cleaner moon to keep part. Montreal. Fede dia na dia ba mo se mo beko. Man ye me nyina. Ya ma mo fun watwe mo bon ma anya hwe. Ana Ghana fo to abetia mo. Yo mama o onyanya mfie mienu munya no onye nadwuma. Obi bia obeyi uti. Obi bia obeyi uti. Sa wo ba be ye ne ma bone de tia o ma wei. Ni be conform vigilante no ahwan nyina no. Mo make sure se mra ye adwuma o Ghana ha. Mra no so ye ba mra ne be ye adwuma. The rule of law no e be ye adwuma o Ghana ha. Yet now, sebe nkrasifo bia fa o ma we nkoto ba bia ne si yeko. Yes, stay focused in any adwuma. Fantastic one. If it must be done, it must be done well. I mean, near Quayanim. On one year for a Julius Debra. Yamame and Ra Professor Gina no Pukwa Nana Jino Pukwajimai, Vice President of the Republic, will join a year Peniform Mutumi Lange, a year citizen experience. A research for superior public and civil service delivery, co-authored by the Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra, and Professor Robert U. Henson. Na bukuno, mun semne course we nyina me pese, ye jebre na yetie ne course wo dwumadi na se.
Every nation occasionally arrives at a moment when it must pause, reflect, and ask difficult questions about how it serves its people. Ghana may well be approaching such a moment. The launch of this important book, Citizen Experience, a research for superior public and civil service delivery, is part of that national conversation.
We have gathered to speak about the meaning of government in the daily life of its ordinary citizen. The presence of Her Excellency, the Vice President. Your presence here means a great deal to us, not only because this subject sits at the center of the research agenda, but because your own journey has reset the imagination of a nation.
I want to thank the organizers, especially our Honorable Julius Debra and the co-author, for this kind invitation to be with all of you here today. Even as our government has asked Ghanaians to entrust us with the mandate to reset our country and its institutions, we recognize that a reset is not achieved through slogans alone. This book argues that the repeated experiences of citizens and institutions become the true face of Ghana's public service. The authors didn't simply tell us that our public and civil service must improve. Beyond a diagnosis, they provide options for reform. The book directs us to design strategy around citizens, restructure their journey, invest in frontline officers, and measure successes by the experiences of people. I commend this book to those who care about the quality of public service in our beloved Ghana. It does not claim to have all the answers or that the work ahead is uncomplicated, but it asks difficult questions and offers practical ideas that deserve serious consideration. Again, I want to congratulate our Chief of Staff, the Honorable Julius Debra, and Professor Henson on this timely contribution to the discussion of public sector reform. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to formally launch Citizen Experience, a reset for superior public and civil service delivery. I want to thank you all for your kind attention. Consider the book duly launched.
Julius Debra can think I would the Chief of Staff man yefe. Chief of Staff we busy timinya da just actually book. Eno pokuya yefumpa. Mame nyame fa okrensi no wa magana japade wa magana asset kese pa papa no nyame no enini yese ya asida kese koma na boafo eta ye che dwumadi ebrewo Safari Valley Eco Resort Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center doc bibia boko de award winner ankasa wo eye prostate mo champion one ankasa akoje free gale eye Rwanda e de abayeda wase dwumadi kese bi ekoso ewo Ministry of Communication Honorable Sam George na ye cross over ni akwakofa eye bibia life e de abro ye ba onunya for tawi aboaten na mobetene kan na menua eye list we na kwasipoko o mene penifo na emini bedi dwumadi no ye na ho ye Ministry of Communication ye be ba enche.
He subsequently held several meetings to deliberate and deliver on the mandate as spelled out in the terms of reference. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, from the outset, when I informed His Excellency that we were setting up this committee, he defined it for me and said that this will not be a routine assignment. The committee was therefore tasked with examining complex technical, financial, operational, and institutional issues that required careful analysis and extensive stakeholder engagements. Let me be quick to say that I've enjoyed all the funds that have been given. But the funds are really not mine. They belong to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who has sat in this chair and has guided my hand along this path with every single minute detail of how this should be executed. And so to His Excellency, we say thank you. As the committee progressed with its work, it became necessary to review detailed technical and financial submissions, validate information received from stakeholders, and accommodate further consultation to ensure that different perspectives were adequately considered. Consequently, an emergency meeting was held on Thursday, 14th March 2026 to assess the progress and determine the way forward. In recognition of this assignment, the ministry approved an extension of the committee's timelines, which were supposed to be end of June, to ensure that the committee was afforded sufficient time to complete a thorough and credible piece of work capable of supporting informed decision-making. One of the most encouraging outcomes of this process has been the spirit of collaboration demonstrated by all stakeholders, and I think you all deserve a round of applause. Staff from the ministry, regulators, public broadcasters, private broadcasters, and technical partners have each brought unique perspectives to the table. I've gotten complaints from every single one of them along the line. Everybody had a problem with the process, but we trusted the process. And here we are today. Ebenezer, thus far, the Lord has brought us. This collaborative approach reflects the maturity of our broadcasting sector and demonstrates that lasting solutions are best achieved through partnership, transparency, and mutual respect. Allow me, therefore, to express the ministry's sincere appreciation to the chairperson of the committee and every member of the committee for the dedication, professionalism, and diligence demonstrated throughout this assignment. Let me pause to say that wherever our departed sister, Gloria, is, her heart will be gladdened by this achievement. The ministry also extends its gratitude to the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, KNET Limited, the National Communications Authority, the National Media Commission, the Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association, and all stakeholder institutions whose active participation and technical contributions have enriched the committee's work. The report being presented today represents an important milestone. It marks the beginning of the next phase of the government's efforts to strengthen the governance and sustainability of our DTT platform. The ministry will carefully study the committee's findings and recommendations and engage the relevant stakeholders as appropriate before taking decisions on the implementation of the proposed measures. You can be rest assured, even before the ministry takes concrete policy decision, I'll issue a white paper that will be shared with all members of the DTT committee for us to have consensus going forward. The objective will be to establish a governance and operational framework that will be transparent, equitable, financially sustainable, and capable of supporting continued investment and innovation within Ghana's broadcasting sector. Ultimately, the success of the DTT platform must be measured by its technical performance and its ability to provide reliable broadcasting services, to promote our media pluralism, and to support local content development. Support local content development, and ensure that all Ghanaians continue to benefit from accessible, high-quality, free-to-air television services. Once again, my thanks goes to the Director General of the GBC. Prof, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And this one is not a political pipeline. Political pipeline, you never see the end of it. This one, there's light. You see the light. To KNET, our technical partners, and to Giba, for all your support, and for the live telecast of this, as a sign of your goodwill and support for the intent to develop the cost-sharing model that we have built for the DTT platform. Your dedication, expertise, and collaborative spirit demonstrated throughout this process have provided the government with a strong foundation on which to make informed policy decisions. It is therefore my honor, on behalf of the government of Ghana, to formally receive the final report of the DTT committee. The government looks forward to working with all the stakeholders to advance the next phase of this important national endeavor. Now, I can go back and report to my boss and say, boss, yet another one achieved. Promise made, promise kept. To all our stakeholders, be rest assured, we will continue to fix all the challenges that we inherited in this sector, one by one, with God being our helper. Permit me once again to congratulate the chairperson, our Director of Innovations at the Ministry, and members of the committee for successfully completing what looked like an impossible assignment in record time. What took 10 years to fix, you achieved in 5 months. This is your victory. I thank you, and may God continue to bless and prosper this beautiful land that we call our homeland, Ghana. Thank you very much.
Promise made, promise kept. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. We now come to the signing of the document. All those who are supposed to be signing, please.
So this is signed. So I've signed this. Since there are quite a number of copies, maybe let's find one that everybody signs and we can complete, so that we do that symbolically. Else we'll spend the next 10 minutes signing. There's quite a number of copies of it. So let's have one that has been signed. Maybe there's one that is being signed from the end there from KNET. I see KNET signing one. So if they sign, it comes through from that end. By the time it gets here, everybody would have signed, and then we just use that one to do the final presentation. You can be signing the other ones, I mean, but the one that's coming from the end, they will have everybody's signature. Yeah. Eventually, I have to sign it anyway. This has been signed. I think that one is coming from down there. Does this one have everybody's signature? Can Bernard signed this one. This is outstanding, only Bernard's signature, then we can use this. Yeah. Because that has everybody's signature apart from Bernard. Yeah, so that's the one Bernard is signing. Once that comes, I'll sign it and then... Okay, so this is fully signed. This is fully signed. Yes, so whoever's going to present. I think you should be joined by the chairman of the council. Yeah. This one. I think the GBCDG, this, so you can balance the white here. I think one person from KNET you should join, and then NC, DG. DG. So we've got GIBA, we've got NNC, we've got KNET, we've got GBC, and then NC. So yeah. Abed can join us. Yeah. Parliament can just join. So at least we have almost everybody represented in there.
So on behalf of the committee, we want to present our request.
Well, I thought you would clap for the So as indicated, we would study it and issue a white paper on it, policy position on it, on all the recommendations in there, and then that will form the basis of our work going forward. So thank you very much. We'll make this available. Our position paper will be ready in 14 days, so that we can immediately switch into operations. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our committee one more time.
You don't want to hear what he said. He said, now if I won't kick them out of the room, they don't care.
Victory Gallic Mission, now what in Dinati, say that Brunitier. Now, no passam, they say, a drawway, a Juma 82 pounds, say, a bedpool, and an Isradia won't be any muntin, ama, ato cra. The Dika Obedu or Confitira, and ma, a draw we a Victory Gallic Mission. If you cry over qua, and you want sana, but a victory and a winner. We are victory, no one, Usumi Biara, Ubena Ufitira qua, Empire bra. And no day, will be one net Jano. Obi wo ye adwuma kakra bia no abrɛ na nakoma bɔ ne periperi ni nyina ye mogya entimi mfa akoma nu nkwa adwen mu ɛno na ɛkɔfa saa de ne ba ɔdɔfo mesrɛw sɛ ɔwɔ hɔ na wonsɛm taa adwew ebia wonsa no sei ana wonam ro mu na esi fam no kora ɛwew ana ayɛtofo sɛ de yɛde fom ato mpaboa mu a ɛyɛ victory ɛna meka mfama wo wonum victory asa no ma yɛbobɔ so nyina no ebegyae de ɔtɔ hɔ anadwo a wontimi na wohia victory. And from my young couple, dear my say, what their own home here now will tear so all bra a victory and a bit in your bow. You will be also or one and your machine. I will be a nan, a cow be and she will also an akuma bonnet periperi, Nina, but I didn't mean you for sending you with Pepiano. A prayer we are victory, Gallic Mr. De what bra? Yeah, be a answer, Coco Bien and I'm no way in a basa. A victory and I may come for when your victory be no more. A boy said, Doctor, what you are close to Sania. Ubetimi anom victory na ka waduro won nyina ne se waduro no na abenuma meat aduasa no anum we so na abenuma no anum victory no so achi meat aduasa wo ye ne sa bibia abade kama ma se wo na se tata wo ye agya ho aduma mesraw edura me kamfo ma wa ye victory garlic mixture mesraw nipa ne bia danse a ye pese ye fa wo ma danse na tie na se wo so koto a obenya sa danse kro no a
ntwe mi nyini mi mpedwan mi ntumi ni di mi yare so mane ko be 12 years ni man num nduro kan mojeduru 5 minutes de tim matutu ana se na meti tv ntumi na mehwe na mu se moto nduro bi esi victory herba victory garlic mixture ne mi mtoduru sa ba moduru no asa moduru no eye papa ntumi ni di o mi din sa no me di afi bi no se di ya na afi insan afi bi no ntumi di bi afi mi di ma edubone sa bi semi eno so no ntumi di eno so mi gbe mu sa afi de eno so be du bi no ntumi di bi afi mi hu de menya me am ti edo no kan wo tv so a na me kutu bi ni me no edo no anopa eni awiane anwumre no ande no si afi nyampara mi no adibia ntumi di mi si afi na tola tam ko ya black masa modro no die edoni ye na nyame nhira mo
aje me pa me problem ye menstrual pains nda ne kakra o so me nyame menses no bosum ni ma me bre pa me brankasa me timi to tondro no na ne se manti se yesi ye bidro ha na makoto ba bia me we mtimi fa ka ekọ obi kru so ekoto bidro me timi no bi tese na victory ni in fact I don't know minim die wo mu die me koto obi me tie advert no TV so sada na me sorry anwumre na me koto ye na dana me say ade yi to me paade mu no moja tropa yi to me paade mu ti me twa to me phone so kura say ha adwene a enka me de betum aka ho na mo ahwe te say so one hwe ye kwa baka se na bia me ya bo hye na me no maduro bi te say efi sada na yi sa moja troa no to me paade mu no me nya mezi se no maduro e ma me hu sa emoja se bi like say kwoti te say ni nyina flow kama ti victory tie mintimi enja ento ho te to de bia na mo ba abaso mo mesoma abaso na eduro ne me di hu adanse
obi si me de cholesterol sa de boni e na aba mi nipadua ma be di atenase waduro ye victory garlic mixture se wunya victory ni no ma cholesterol ne se ne nani e density bia no victory be yi ni nyina afi nipadua no odofo wo pe bia to anama ne 024 2545 633 024 2545 633 and 020 129 3280 020 129 3280 a victory mkunimdie ne ade bremo.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Hi. Now, let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehifa pa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai cry mabre, me busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hye ahodo bi te se gadifo abosia, ekwokuo bosia, susu account. And it does our hot savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka ho. First Suhum Rural Bank was 03422918896. Now one so to miaka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Obrebo eye edwumada. Eboa eyam eduane. Eboa eyi insa free ni peduanim. Na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yie. Nanso, wonim se niema a yedi na yenom. Timi ma brebo ye edwumaden sen pote.
Me hunda. Me brebo ye edwuma pa. Ebia se me ntumi ye bibi boa me brebo.
Ani and nointing about the left hip from the Moses Clinic near Herbal Center about Herbal Food Supplement. We sit in pa the brebo ama e ye edwuma ye.
Na, e ye edwuma.
Fatopa ye no yino anopa ne anwumre. Na eboa ma obrebo ye adwuma yi sane ebeya ebetimi anyam aduane awodi esiesi ni peduane mu eyi mu finsi yi
eno na me brebo kia pa
Ubenya Left Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets a ebeo. Sa wo pedudo so etu a 0244 06 8447. Left Kid, wa wo brebo, wa wo ni pedua. Edro yi enye ma apemfo, e ma ema omomanofo, ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumie. FDA agi dwedie krato yi atum.
at the Bat TVS was it and a power 97.9 FM. So, Haxa for Johnny Waha, you been more to John Komoka, cry, we pay enough face in Kuya. Na ye didi umbianso esan ato awoso ene aviation no se na yekuta wonsa July boso me ne de toso enkron e won fimpi mienu ene aduonu insense afei na wo do afidi na to ha high inside police demand so power 97.9 FM na TV SYZ mame ma do kakwa ba me ya bi abakode
capacity man
no atan kolega big na de aka ho
sa pepe mo ga
makukudufo
Bibi abako boga yeda yami adom no ye pa o show pa so afi wa kasa
kiki mente wonka na de obo adwuma mo ya de na de na wo maye
mo ga me da wase na abusuafo ma me mfa nchia kese pa mfa ma obi biara o hye na otie na afenso so no menkai wo se ye ba wa kwan mu a eyaduro we eno kra na da o screen so no da no ana ebisusu kita me wo hayi na trese Haxa Mixture and Capsules ana se o referee na osa tamfo eno ana egu ho no fe eno na se age enkrofo kaginamu obi biara wo stomach ulcer na afeidie me paucho ulcer no on time tin nkofo complain so ulcer ba omoya ana omo kansem me paucho ni nyina eyaduro pa omonsa akanu nti ana se no on tight is a complain no eno ntimesro say sounds so stomach ulcer tete o ebia udofo bi na tete no oyire bi me paucho wabusuani bi bomodin a ne kope Haxa Mixture and Capsules adroni ni Haxa Mixture and Capsules abusuan adro we na sayade te sede magic no obi bisa se edien na wo adro ni mu ankasa esasa yade no sanse obi a na stomach ulcer ma ne yefunu no ya wabamu a onhunu ne wonye ne ho onya no nsuo no mienu a pa o de capsules no mienu susu ka ho na no me pa che hono mo ana se eye pains no ni nyina ye den ekọ eniti no obisa se so edien pa na hye sa adro we mu a emanitimi ye enkonya sa no abusuya we ye adro ana de bia meka no a doctor for mako enso na atena se edu omunim dia boma hunu ni se stomach ulcer yarebon yetimi sabi edimi ema nipa kra konsie do ana afensu netimi ha nipa wakwan hodo bebre so eniti we di nim dia ba na we di nim dia ba na we di nim dia ba doctor phone so na matena so makadro yi ana ma ye edia ba na ansa yade mienu se ye yam na sa yade miensa se ye yam na sa yade mienu yade ba akopɛ ulcer dro eno ankasani Haxa Mixture and Capsules ulcer tamfo abusuan stomach ulcer ya na yareboni nim se obi stomach ulcer nti amasebio aya na osori mpa aduane mpo so ode to ne yem kra no aya na onya tenka ne so onfa aduane nto ne yem san yawa obefa mu nti obi stomach ulcer ba okohunu no ba bia wote ene de we nipadua afon na aye na aya na eya homete abusuan na emfede wo yade wo nipa wo yeden yade beba wo so na yade wo nti na yaresa wo ho na ye stomach ulcer yade dia ene na eyaduro bi na men kan for the amount ene opa ko ba bia opa fa wo phone no na google na bisa se ulcer duro ben ana air trendy ulcer duro ben na busuafo empanifo abon na baso se ye desa stomach ulcer mane kwa emma bio eyaduro we pictures na obehunu e won tintan kase ne so Haxa Mixture and Capsules ulcer etamfo na ene ma menchiro the major benefit a wunya area free Haxa Mixture and Capsules obreko a ulcer etete wo se medical akacho se ulcer ni eyekuro ana ba bia eto na doctor eden efa so edia to din edia mam ana afenso so no emwa wa ye omode ba no eye bacterial infections are from H pylori ni din de na so abowe nya kwan bowro ni padua mu a eho na okotena akotu nkosia wo ne mane ne nananom no mo adidi wonsunu ni mu a masabi omdi kuro ababa beto ho omdi kuro ababa beto ho awie no afenso no stomach acid na onyankopon abodiem ni nyansam no udidi wi a epu efri nipadua mu begu aduane no so na nyam aduane no se eye acid ni pu na ebasa na eka kuro ni pe na ma ekuro no emu eye wo ya odi yeyam honum unnim acid na ewo hono nti yemfa ne say eye ka acid ya bomodin ase ebi ka wonsa ho a ede na wonsa ho beye eye saa na ewo eye yefunu nim yefunu susu woni acid ai no susu didi ne djuma eno nti se epuba na ekogu ekuro ni so a na chese eya wa wo betin anu odene ana apenso so no me paucho wonu maduro we no me paucho the major benefit a wo benya ediafri ho ne se de edikan wonu maduro we hexamethrin capsules ama aboy fen H pylori Helicobacter pylori aboa om no mo we nsunu mu ewe yefunu no mu di ekuro ni ba no osa kuro ni ba no adro we ebekum saa mo woni nyina afri ho afenso suna kuo ma wie no eye stomach acid na ya na epuba ni paduani mu no adro we ebeboa ma empu bebre sane ye be ya enya kwan enkogu ekuro ni mu ema no emeye wo ya de etoso miensa ekuro bia aboa ni gya no ho no no afei adro we ebepepa ekuro no ama ekuro ni nyina ya den awu eni tituma adro we ebedi ediama onipa owo eye stomach ulcer no sa enunti na nipa bebre no maduro na omonte ya oni bio na no mu bisa se so aduro na de eye nkonwa bi ana se de empa na ehyem no mepacho eye bibiduro kan enua ene hahamba ne akafra ana ye de aye sa aduro we hexamethrin and capsules enunti mepacho na sentem complaints and crofode ba obra omanya stomach ulcer signs and symptoms no obi se de eduane nya to no yama na chese sabi wasen akwakoja ne na yama eduane ni nyina basin diarrhea me pacho se won so no ebi ye wo saa ko na kope hexamethrin and capsules ebi na sentem no wo so ne san crofo na omo di saa omo complain no ono omo ya adwene se eduane bi ato yam pa na ma wo yam ya na sabi wakwakoja wo nan me pacho kope hexamethrin ebe pamuni amanako ebe pamuna mona kwa chese unya satin kan kura bio de toso mienu a enkrofo asiase complain say abofuno nausea abofuno pa ne butumi funo na nopa awia anajo na chese owo hokra ye na say onkope makobi emfantu nanum na abofuno no enko na eno na mi bisa say sabio ekuro na ewo yam ama abofro no abano na abofro no ntino so kwa kopema kobi adi ama abofro no akọ na chese ye kan say wo from frying pan to fire na chese wo no wo di mako ase akoka ekuro na wo nipadua no mu no oyam ho no wo di mako na ase akoguso mesrew enkonkodwi mako obreko a abofro na ba stomach ulcer na de so ha na ba wo di ane so obenya hexamethrin and capsules abofro no ebeko abofro no emma bio abofro no unti bio obitibo butimi fro no saa masebe aya na ogene ho a enye otimitimi sta no bo ne minim se ano afe aduane a wadi ni nyina ba bonte mesrew enye bio wadro eye hexamethrin and capsules and into also so no signs out symptoms out aduane to yam na yafru no ya wo ya yafru na yekutu yafru no ayedendenden enframa nko ana ginam sabi aya na uyim frama bone sa mesrew kona kope hexamethrin and capsules maninju bakaginamu obi nsusu wo hono mo a aduane na odi no osika kra bi odise na num no asa aduane no ntimi nsane nkoto ne yam achoki ni minima obi wo krosi ahyehyɛ me kon ho obi wo asa aduane ne gyina me ho ahyehyɛ memfe meslew de stomach ulcer betimi aye no meslew due eye yarebone due pa eye yarebone na mom wadroni sa obenum amana kode eye hexamethrin and capsules edian na ulcer yo obo kasa 7 nka wonanum obekasa halitosis na sabio sentinel free na num oba no mepacho enhye nkran emfedo yade onipa me ye den yade ewo ho kona kope hexamethrin and the capsules no ma ohaw no emfiri honko obi nso so ho no ma aya na nsa no nana ya no nyina ye ne titiriti oso ade mu awonte ade ne nka osatimi de sade ne ba obuwa ne buwa no hanum se tokuro yi emutimi ya ne ya na chese na kuma boni prim obusia stomach ulcer ya yareboni yanka nchrewa na yadu abro ulcer ya yareboni sanse ulcer betimi ama anhwe ya sa woni obi anya asem a obeka se ebi onipa akono odewa for baabi nanso hesabi oni hu adaje na emom yade ana eya ulcer no kona kope hexamethrin ɛne ne capsules ne no no ma ho nya den ento all senti aduane to yem a sabio na oyem ye oya na wo gya wo nan obi be gya nan na mako sabio moja wom obi be fi na moja wom me patro wadro eye haksa mesha and capsule sane so entafo eni to to mesha no now the capsules na ka ho afi sane so say aduro no onu mu a wadidi awie anopa awia ne anwumre no obedi kan anom ensuo ne kane uye nsuo na abomodin na woso no emma dido no e wase ne mram na afi no bomu say cap bi wo so nom cap no mienu no mumienu wawie no na odi nsuo na sinchen na wafa capsules no afi na odi pure water me pacho mo a aya mokọ na mokọtọ aduro na ye ka kyerem se ye de aduro no nsuo ana no maduro no capsules no ene obi aka kyerem sa kyerem ne se enye sa na healthcare for e ka no omse we no eye capsules no ye de pure water ana enom ene so be fa mienu anopa wiane anwumre na eno so ho asam ene no bomode a ne kope haksam sha and capsules no nom na ohonto aduro yesi adupa ne ton ho into herbal shop pharmaceutical shop baby be ye ton aduro bia ebi wo ho okwa abenya bi ato ne mom no kona se wunya bi na oma soto a mepacho obetimi afre na baby a wo bia no ya directo ama wakọ baby e ben wa benya bi ato anase mpo ye mema eye riders na omsoso no omde bi e dia bront no ma na go screen no mepacho fa 0546 189 405 0546 189 405 afi 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 ana 0203 822 855 Frezisi a ni nkomo Frezisi a se ye kasa yi na ye ni nkomo me pacho so wa kra ha de abomori an ko repass ne doduwom ana me bobodin no so opa bi atu a okọ repass tenated hello so me find Benis wo komasi abekọ PFA Danny Helba obekọ Colina Fredimens Misty and Arms Kovodia for nyina nko Gabson Pharmacy Benol and Delight Isaac Drastorm pacho owon kokọ kwa obenya bi atu na wakoton mankasim Jeff Heba takwa wasa bibidro fie takrade Sir Charles afenso obwase smart Heba wa komumuni away afenso Stamale wofa kujo Heba number no and a good screen so no sisi a na yeni nkomo eno nti se me ka haksam shine capsules a na won so wagem so osa etamfo haksam shine and capsules osa etamfo abusia meda muase medemo esi hanom.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu mu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also yare ya titi be ben fie pi nanso ne yam nyono da. Se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se what ulcer tamfo Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture yanum bom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom. Anka ne ho ato no dadaada. Ulcer dro de eno ne Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture.
Ankom ni nchiremu.
Ulcer ye kura eto yafunu ene ensunu mu. adwuma wo yefunu ekeka wa wogire ho a enye osa etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye osa de a kope haxa capsules any haxa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 apefo abatan a woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfiedu mienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
osa tamfo edie age adwadie nkratoyi yi atom
Ifo kra na menyisika edia ye mefui
Ehin fa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yi mu
Kai kra mabre mi busia ato taxi fufu Suhum Rural Bank
Suhum Rural Bank
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia ekokro bosia susu account and that's all wɔ savings account me bada chain savings account and the keka ho Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896 na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka una
Suhum Rural Bank enti me pa minie
me damwase
Suhum Rural Bank growing our heritage.
Sama kwaba edeba TVS was Tana Power 97.9 FM Inside Politics Jumedie no wasugusu awuti ekofa aboafo nkrato ede bae na sabe yesim konya atenase a ebehwe ne digest issues ni nyina enne Thursday the 9th of July 2026 na afi yehwe ensema wodo a ekoso ewo man mu ne Attorney General so yehon so no ensema eboboba Dr. Dominic Ayene ensemben ene ono so ede atu edwa for government decision to reintroduce the tribunal court system ensemben ena former minister edema lands and natural resources honorable Abujinapo ono so kan fasa ensemi honi nyina yensema yede ebrewo ene TVS was Tana Power 97.9 FM. Yakopon ya aduma ochina eyo penyinkese bi na woda achina nyame ya aduma on the 10th of July 2026 ne yakopon ede afebakon aka eye nefi hu ne din edi woni manyamfo eye Tawia Boaten na woye aspiring Eastern Regional Chairman of the NDC ne niabre sekrodom sekwen bia so operations come back Obabe Jina Kunyano na watumi abo adwuma wo Eastern Region chama join wa ha ene yakopon ya aduma ochina eye ne holiday na list we na akwisipu kunso ono so the platform media ja ono ane dia ono so adwani ye no ha ene yeba behwe na yetumi adaje se issues nyina edu ba bi na o se boka fa ye be boka fe na ye de bia ehu de enya danger na eba ehu a ye beka ye kana se mo de be ye adwuma fine mo mfanya adwuma me de ma obi amfa me bo mbre me later ne mom se hu ne so ano a ya na hu hia se betwen ya na mpanifo fi na hwe ama de na ya hwe han na de na sei na fi ye gina ha na we blemu akwasi na we blemu adwoa na we blemu kodwo nyesa no ye se praye wi ba ko a ubu a emu ne nso no wi ba ko a ubu a bibujen ne mo se praye na doso a e kasi buma ani bo be ye den secretary CS dudu ra kakra na ye nya no ye mo ho ban yi na ikope bi nya den emeka ho ne mom de ye wo no ma ye nsa de ye wo no metu Macau yɛmfa nya amanyɛsɛm yɛno dɔ yɛ ho na ɔtan ɛne wɔyɛ tia me naso nti kyenkyena wɔsɛ mesumi tua no naso bi no ewiase let's learn how to forgive. We are nothing. Let's always be there for each other. Me say we are nothing. Yɛ nipa yɛn sɛ wie o sɛ wo nipa wote wiase ase paa nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a wobɛtwitwa so wobɛtiatia break nkakra ɛhu sɛ ɛnyɛ nneɛma nyinaa ɛsɛ wadeɛ nyinaa ho kwan nanso nyɛ ne nyinaa na ɛyɛ dɛn ɛna ɛfataeɛ ma mɛma ɛyɛ ɔpanyin a wɔdi ne birthday wɔkyena nyame yɛ adom a ɛyɛ 10th July ɔpanyin Terry Aboaten mama wakɔ aba operations come back biribi abɔkɔdeɛ hyɛ akyɛ sɛ adwuma no dɔɔso so ɛdu baabi a wɔsɛ yɛsom mɔma ne asom ɛdu baabi a wɔsɛ yɛtu kwa ne nyinaa ka adwuma no ho busua nso wɔ hɔ nti ɛyɛ sɛ wɔsɛ womfuo dɔɔso a wie no nyinaa
bɔɔdo no so a wɔso no hwɛ
bɔɔdo no ɛsɛ yɛtoto nneɛma yi baabi a de me bɛkɔ bia ne hɔ a mafeeli da kɔ radio good ma mfeeli meba ha memfeeli nti sɛ wo ntɛma wɔ refund nyankopɔn yɛ adom a next week ne yɛde yɛkɔ yɛ 1 year been able to turn things around yɛ nnɛ yɛsate make a profit yɛ board no wotumi sɛ mbɛbunu wɔ mu ne adeɛ 22 million dollars yɛde less than 1 year wɔ ho adwuma combat ne board chairman Billy Joe ne mfaso ne sɛ bebree yɛbɛtoo ka $517 million ka yɛbɛtoo wɔ hɔ no
Mse mwetu ya manaka hini
yegu so books mo de meka bia na kyese me bɔ me tire mu na ayɛ den ɛna aka but yegu so ye nkrata na ha se yɛtete ho nkakra but tema oil refund enye dwumadi ade hyɛ wɔn sa ayɛ sɛ wɔbɔka I to say the ode Power FM ahyɛ Mugabe nsa na mebɔka Power FM nye station ayɛ de mo asɛ manager wɔsɛ wɔyɛ den wɔsɛ wɔbɔka
sɛ ne obi ya kwanse obi
fantastic
yama wa abrosi faye koko na si koko na yeka
fantastic
sɛ ne nse si edo ko transfer
president is no president wode yɛkɔtɔ no ka kyerɛ sɛ ɛhɔ de nyɛ scanner mo kɔpɛ ho problem kɛse hɔ a mepɛ sɛ mo fixe na mo na me wogidie sɛ mo betimi a fixe problem no nti Dr. Kalisto sɛ Mugabe make sure you and your team you fix the problem there for the old man. You can't wait to trim na nipa doma wa Ghana ni esi nipa maako bidu baako na edu mako gina to ano na waka ho a sɛ wɔ sɛ wo hu sɛ president no ɔno so kae wo and wonim de obetima yɛ nti na ɔde wakɔto
na me say so wakɔ afram prince ana no for na wo ba na sɛ wo sɛ wo de abro bag bi ensa brɛ sɛ me de hye odwa fa yɛ koko na me kɔ ba bio na sa yɛ kadea na provision store na me do tran no
koko yɛ ntɔ koko moka quite sɛ bidie ntɔ bidie moka e obi ɔtɔ koko bɛbɔ ka bia wo ma ne dwetire bi ebegu
ndi na bidie nwansena ni akyire
thank you bidie ndi
chairman
Ota freja.
Se pani trihu ne po kuma
operation samba. Ani abere o. Wow. Yama wodan so akina de. Why ade? Wasom pa pempenfo a wasom. Da bia me ben boss o kan wasem da bia nyamfo jilos da bia be ben bia o kan ho wasem.
Na ben dey say wakofa ba o san say no
wasi yeni abi na bu yeni bobiem wakofa ba
eso say no
initial say no ti omom waka so anene pattern omum ti we san sisu bi won say wakofa ba ne say oye den thank you wakofa ba ne say oye
so say no nka won na de ba ne say no nka ba beto
fantastic
owo nko na betiti ente okwa buchire na mfrɛ odi a obeti ne mo owo de mfrɛ wa wonte nse di jawa ne de aso afo
ti papa mo boni mo
sasa wo ye na ye ni ye mi hu se di jawa ye ni ye Mugabe na se ba bia nka radio station kura won transfer bi kom ayi busumi ahe ne na wotwe ahe na se bi uta frache ba bia ne nse se oda akodai na so open ye nti ye nka wa were ho open ye na anim ye nti na okyekere ya
July mo say ya 27
oh na de July
27
yes in San Crata in never since and
2016 to 10 years now.
10th anniversary. I'm share anything.
Yeguso.
Ebedi. Now what we near say baby say share anything. Just a day che be ira. Eche so nyanyira.
Eche yira say yebako Westland. Yebako Westland.
Yebako akojini. Amenchia ura nya onyo otama. Doctor.
Ntia kese nkoma.
Eche ne yebako akoje bufo.
Ne aje futu aka.
Ba eche we kura nyira. Eche na nyira.
O sha vigilante phone ho a on betu.
Oh.
MPP for akwati o.
Madaria.
Oga.
Atafrija official pa.
Campaign it saying
Ghana dawase na NDC so dawase.
That's say muhu ne ye.
Oh no kre sabi mu bi na mo hye yin kran. On say ye mu bi de ye ma ye de na so so no. Ma ho keka ne ye fe. Na mama party na ye twa behwe.
Say
ka men ko ana nka ma anyo party bi ada. But say no aseme so so no. Akoye hweti hwe uche. But mo party na ho ya akono ene ukọ emabunu mu na oni omudin kita ho a ade omo ya ne se NDC and others eche se omo mpese omo kura enama yen wi yen fa yesenche omo mpese omo bebo MPP kura din da san se ebususem ti mo ya ade mo titi mabunu so kama ni nyina
na list even to drive from a year Koforidua to be on this show, cry no say
easy. And why
from opposition. You watching
Ghana. If you what maybe me kai say o ba kra koye. Odru ya call by ya no say.
Mbende.
Ebi mo hokra from as say o mo ba.
Enti no.
Ba mo pay appoint mo pay position platform ya na do mo koye.
My idea. Mon koso na mon nyama na nyefe.
Oka wonchi da bia. It's good.
Oh, Mugabe unim. Obi a wadi mfinshi aduonu nwotwe. Na odo ho abom pelifo tie. Me adamfo nya akwala. Odi ase. Me wo yire, ndi bi no so jani ni agro.
Wo yire.
Chairman Betchim, but answer Chairman Betchim. But Chairman sent Tim Beam. Now, yes, Sharan, yeah, what's your friend to you?
Do the needful. Cobrazutia, Munya the needful.
As a Chairman Division and the Niagara.
With your cafe power.
We cafe.
I think about
Mugabe. Enjoy what you for.
Any other for.
Chairman, this way. Senior man. Obajuma.
That's Chairman.
Yedi mana mu achi. Obajuma.
Mana mu achi. Mo she yen cry.
O kan no kra nso. Na no kra ne kan din wa hu. No kra ade ba ako a wa ntintimu abema ntura fa so. Na emra no kra yi wa fi prison no. Na ntro de woko. Na woko prison so a ntro dos no oni gu prison no kra kakra bi. So onim sa. Nti
na ko wada so ase onim ho experience o.
Oze.
Is that your experience?
Yeah, na me ta akotena ho na me hwese ye de me ba ho.
Edio.
That's all go by obe boom mama ni.
That's all ba ho.
We go.
Ba 3 times. Him say that day na buy na Ibrahim Muhammad buy. And Dr. Manebo buy. And any team so buy. And so no abo Collins that and ho kan for any team so
buy. Na bend obey no so wonko.
Asaba waboboa.
Aba waboboa no. Ade etu ahwena no ho. Asa eda wanim ha ya.
Na me national chairman so buy. Business secretary and fifi kweten so buy.
Minister
dey bebre you be free mo enye.
Dey kan be che watiefo ne adamase. Na amamo adwuma pa moye. Good. So kan say anopa sorry e din o. Na anu ya ni nso tutu. So otwum na hwese obenkum so yire da ho a.
Sorry say oba.
Na oba. Ko se na ne na ti so apagu ba bi.
na wado
ne nsu epeti na oba dedi kan
mantin su sata me July kusukuku
ni me ni ba ni nyina de ye epeti o
epete ti agro benyem
no de boy nyem kra no ti anye yie no fa ayo boxer isi abende
ayo Pieto Academy ota frija and you school you education pani
menchi am brand here Mugabe my brand here baba la mi
operations come back
onu ni aid na nkasa
fantastic
na me susu me offer si juros kwasi debra so hum ne de share pa
good
anya gro ene wo hwe Facebook na na da so ko
bonani
uni ma so opera
river
ai twam ko asante no
oh yeah say
wo kwa umbeso aso
okay
kwasi hu
okay
na wo kwa anya nsu a etini eso koko na dani agum koko dakri ya enkohwe ni nyina katoris we
wow
ene ye prano
wow
papa na bisa sai den na kwafuo nkodi dwa wo ho se ho ben asante ne won kwafuo twi ya ni hwe nkrase ne kumase ebi e ka ho abakwasem da
kwafuo ni business de
na ya chia wo na wie ni ya chia babala mi asuhunfo tie nyina no oba deputy constituency youth organizer
good
na djuma pa obo no yamfa man sense e osuhum constituency abrante kwa ba bibie ni ho a wonko na Mugabe manchia ya papa ba ko kusi akwatia kusi e fe no fire
e chia wo
phobia
o ya hasini
na de mumutim na yetim ya 1911 o 1911 ose kotoko ya na egu 1911 o na Mugabe ubehu bibi yo ayiwa watupambu ana abese na papa 1911 di ya ka football abakwase wa be dan yi house of football
woni matopambu a woni mbonzi na papa
dabi
peniso eto sa na ekonkola
experience na say ya na so experience nsu ni ho a ke nkan jiro si ya for 5 years experience bra experience ukonya we
working experience
or say 5 years obi na attitude obi 5 years and also oba you hear driving for 5 years when chu obi kan go benya 5 years experience
also chu obi kan
answer into experience don't mean to papa now no my dear ko and say a party o yo na do on shase ni nyina na age ni kosoro o dey say isi fueli mu fie num udia ya num na on fie ko ndisu no hu say na party ni discipline wo mu no
balance me who do still strong
yes so yeah uta say NCP ebo tawia untimi ye ebo tawia mfiri NCP da ebo tawia am na ko fa ka ba yo na ka ba ye rani meet ankrato no to ahoe kwa amna ahoe no na tutobi na ye young so ndi na wo hu say na discipline ye bo din say ene ankre to ahoe no mo ba constituency wanya abedun so 31 when you Bobby Dean said, "There's angry about constituency. I won't find your way." What does it experience? And we here. To be any over catcher, say, "Oh, Sabiota Fracho, first to Timremunu, and then I know Hinko Yasem free. Magistrate to walk account fee. Walk law school.
Penity fee.
A bachelor.
Some of them
insist in sort of car, so I can walk law school. Or a lawyer.
Alternative dispute.
Yes. No kwano edu anwumere bobe ye no na bia o motenasi di asem.
Yes.
O ahemfi. Once na dom atwese anu mutie bi.
Etie. But so I no kazo an krabia no nko bi da. Yeah. Neso Solomon de no obi sa Nyankopon se, o Nyankopon obi sa ne so opede o so openyansa. Onyanyansa o de betoto niam nyina ma sika san ba fie no. Se hwa ahemfo, sai ahemfo hwe ayi ahemfie akese unsie yanko read say yana na o se tutu odi kan na ne classmate ni hwan nanso na Ashanti region yaka empani a ama manhia untimi nyi ni mfiri ana me boa so what I say o ma open so eye tenten so a wo desire ka ho ese we mini pia mpani so otwam so e kire wase
no kre
nka wo trans din a nka be dan ne hu so ma me abadam Mugabe
o trans din
o trans din obi ehu ye po ase no wasore ko
ti se de ye nyina ya trans ye hwe TV na ba ko watwam a TV kakra no akwa na wan ba ni
ase nya ne ma me we ne ya abadam fo ya
abadam fo e
suban de obeko
Mugabe e chi ya ofa ya wi ni ya chi ya won e ya tiefo de ndia ma me chi ofa ya ne se obeko ne ne yire oba pani we on ba be ya apostolic for conference kese on on de kokusi sabre on oda no a ototo ne ma ya me asem de so nim se
very
busy baby ofa ya won ya ko ho ne na nsama woman organizer ya ma ya ko ne ma me efiri mu ma ya ko e number 4 ko ye yi ti ose me mfa anchi ama woni nyina obi obeja ne bia ne chama bibi no me obi bia na intimate na ha me nchia me am offer se me doba unim mayen kan abakwasem kakra se wo hwe for the public ya chief of staff wa ba o man pani ama ne kwan a wo deliver you can so unko castle crown to say if you be chief of staff na say ayi ya famu kakra abisi ye wura giro zebra enke beka so chief of staff dey enko to office oye omampani sana hene ananya sana tie na so hwe dwuma wo di a wahu na me bisa me ho say ahofama any party no odi ne ho hye mu no ene ntete ya tete no ya nye no ya obi a ya nye no ne obi a ya tete no so wo ko gina okra kasa na wo hwe ne kasa the way o gina ho kasa no a na wo hwe nipa no etie na wo se oni tie bibi afiri obi a ya tete ne ho na o mampani ne beda na se wa amfa na nhye prebuom ne mu wayi na eden epie na ye proud of Eastern region na me so ankankan na me so me proud say me ne na nantia ya adwuma ama mahu na ho brase obedi chairman na me organizer na oyo obi oyo division of labor on fa adwuma nka say ne nko an obeye o chem obi anya biye nti ba bibia o obi a no ye chia no ye chia o mampani John Dramani mama na yemfa ya concept nso ma yenuanu mu a nsuo yiri won no enim se ochina na me adom a enyina be prapra krum asiesie gotem na no be de sombo abo aban wo a wo de ball like kugu gotem no aban na be so akugu mu ana nti ochina obi a momode ntwene ne pampan enko na gota na wa de ball akugu mu no wa kopepam na memenda nso yakoto aso
MCs ni obi MP amontene
MPs nipa no a wawu nipa be 34 no ne mane ne yire ne nananom na aka nti obi ampie nhye warranty boot na obi am MMDCs for no so any drip machines no a MPP for yo no ene abe kana ye tua no esese yenya homfa so
munyimpie
ne ahohuru krom ne fina chukuru nyina yenyimpie excavators ne ade ne nyina yemfa nya adwuma enim se 260 or 261 metropolitan municipal and district so be a twisa so fi nyina ababonte a emse bewie krom be han enim se sensuo so togu mu ma yen nsusu an betimi atwe akom na unim nsu ato nyina so ekogupu mu na po no komfo ne hwan
samno bisa
ensu oni kopu mu na sa ba na chi o ndi ya po ne komfo na amamre ni amamre wo ho a yakwakoye
ebia ne yafom
nyampa ebo ne keke meme na nanu me beto za bosumu ofie na me si me mu na nso duru ba bi na akwa ese bosumu ofie kono ko pa ne chew zo hunu de wo pa ne chew no ndi se ya ginyame di send ya me ginya me di na ye mfra ma ne dia yes nti no se ye so ahohom nyina hwɛ ne hu ne ewum indi sa mpa se nsu kakra ka da ho a ye hwɛ na chi na mamre ni amamre ni de aye no
ese fata no
e fata no ye nkoye ye be promensu ato nyina obesa de abre yen enko
onu di fintu ni mukura no wasa yi
adi aba nti no obi wo mu oyi beto konkon so no
ompro
dabi na fi no yen yeso ano onope
ti apone na hokwa
dabi ayo bi dia
nsuo bia na hokwa
dabi na nke di nsuo na beto hie Ozo ufie kwa wa obi so de wo wachi
ampa
Mugabe
yempamu nsuo so
dabi obe da pamunsuo obe na si nsuo ho kwan
susu ye subonten
susu ye subonten eya subonten de hie na de wakɔ hwie obro de a wadwa gum na ba bi e kɔ no ni ba bi e kɔ
janabia
ya akɔ hwie sabi wo ho a wo se asiesie no a wo de ompɛ no wakɔ hwie gum se de nkɔ ba bi
sapo da ho ye woda ye nkoso
henti saada branda na ye nkoso no brem abran brem e branda ye nkom e na azo se de otita ko tu godu
obeko
ane no bi tu peti mu na so owura mu aso ye nkɔ ya amamre ma no onyi yempi amamre no e kɔ ya ma hwan Mugabe
samno
ya kɔ ya ma hwan enti mimi wo ho mi gidie ye to baabru nyina akoma sofo okura me de me ye me campaign am to ayi powder shire nyina so kɔ me duru bosomfo ho am kɔ no ho sanse da ye kɔto aba de mi so bosomfo vote
bia betu bi
no wa hu so obi oda papa dam yo kɔ no nadwen ya wakɔ me aka kyo se ye hia wona da brosan kwa ne to aba do da papa dam oto ono kura na me yewi ni ma ko nya brosan mu da into obi ahia ama ambofo je kan na mra no ma ayi oskani ne mo bodamfo na aduane adi am wawu so hadwen wo kurum ho e de no nya adwen so kom di order ne aduane ne kokum ne ba
if you do good do for yourself
if you do good you do for yourself
if you do bad
you do for yourself inti na binya tumi a no na fa tumi ye ni se e won dia forever so akwai da bia wo kwa na asafo akura na da wuwu so safo ne kura
obi wani hokro ya wela odi ni dinshim
dabi so nti de e kana matiefu atie ne se menyi menu ade e propose e be soma ba ne aka no kra kire e sanse yenye ya adwense e be ko opposition
never
odi ase odi ame ya mami o ya mami o odi entra mo na wonim de ni nya bidi ne mo no fa nchichiri kroma kro no fa so mra so esanse e to nkradin ya obi na betena no to nkradin Nigeria fo no fi nkran bae no na betena osu odi ase ene e fre no osu ndi okwa be ko duru ba bi na obi na nadin
ne osu
yes
amasama
e obi na nadin ko from e obi din ko forudua e obi na be dua nti every kro biara ya to din biara na yo pani bi na betena ho odi ase chebi so yen chem nti ba bi biara e wo bia
chebi di o
yen chem
nti no mu chebi di
ani wo twabidi
ayo wo twabidi wo tama wa kan semo wo si chebi ye den
yeah
pacho chebi ye den chebi di
so some bra ye be chem adibi so be chem na nya ho na chem be chem na mun nyina be gu anya ho na obi ya chem no obi afa na de enko nti kro biara
de nam
ana betom
ya betom ze na se me betom
na swame
obeswa
be chem asem no twa
so ena wonim se dinzin bi esi ho bia eso obi o awonim fase ne tetemre no kwafuo mu a utwa brode no so brode no utwa so no abo yato so na hyehyɛ ne yema na sisu na do kwan si ase o dan sa na sisu na o de sisu kra na so na akɔ
o de na haba ya
kashiri na akɔ
ne masesa
hwa ba na de bia ye bede
hyehyɛ o mankan no wayi nyina wo na so kuro bi wo hɔ yɛmfa aba ya dwen nkom ene adidi nyina akɔ o de ase enti eye amamre
se okɔ kuraze kɔ ye wo da bi wo ye se aha yenkɔ afuo mu saa dawe
Benada Titsu.
Uko ayi achimma mu ebranda yankwafu edap yawa wukuda de intine tutu ni yewo fofie yawa wukuda yawa kwasidaye ehifo na tutu se din ya mamre ni amamre ya konsuom ni akokanche
amamre ni atoagu
ya toagu ni antu yanki yenye
say galano
1968 ni nsuo bi toy ema efa ayi satani population ya he nanso bi ni MPP ni be ka kiro se no anko na nsuo to but ukọ a 1968 ena bi toye e ma sa atwe range mi siye
aya gbasenka MPP na opa wanka suo na nto mo video ni
na sa enu nti na edundum nkania no so no yese asofo wanko bo we no
mesre o se ye sin konya sei na mpacho o se ya ye kam enyansafo ase
o de yemo
mpacho mesre
go for MPP for ase baba
I was say on people na tie
mesre
yo tie no
yehu ye ni pay NDC for we and omode te Ghana ha we no mokoton ma Ghana for 2024 and ya to aba and ani to ka yehu ye ni pay wu na be ka kire nkofo bi se 2024 aba na ye to ye senka NDC wini a sa nipa 34 aya omowi nka omote attest for asase so because nka MPP na wa ba mu a ka sa flood way e bi nsi ma nipa 34 wu omo business access
8 years no bibia sense am obi anhwere no
o de ka o so wa o kai bia pacho
mi bisa
say bi na be ka kire wo no say nka MPP no aba mu a ade we sa nipa 34 kwa bia so na nkomo kai ho no pe omo a omo fie aka nfi ase omo nyina no nka ene no komo fie ye dry komo a omo business access and anko no pe komo nyina wo dwubo mu a omo ye dwuma nka empo this time no nka bia na 24-hour economy na nam say economy no ebum ni ntino na nka no naturally na ba patriot ase
but set tabe na economy na embumi
se ko yi
madam enti family say na
list this no the woman is Muga operation comeback
ejinam
baby ehuri koduru no ama bi nani so birimon me dey ma adwuma me director general me nye chief executive me nye hwe no me ja to se me guma ban ani mu ase dabi cause me deserve ni am sa position no ne se me mfa mo Ghana na me mfa mo aban no ena de wo se we jai de to akopa bi before fraye abedi chairman no bi anko bi beba oso wako school aduru akiri tie mo ensem mawo ena o mampani se osuku no awakọ ehunim die nie bra na be hwe ntentan homa yiso ma ye ne hwe ba bi ebetumi afa na de ne wanko school ni mebo choboi ema mo amoya professors ne doctors ne ade ne ema mo hwe ba bi ena nyame aya adom na choboi abo na aba na mpa doctors ne professors ye de mo akotra ho nenka ban no a ya waba no a ye say babuwa ma ban nko na nim ye sa de to ye nyi wadio ye wodi ye yi wadi reshavu wo ho we de ye nsaki wo o se me de ato na chama na wo ko jira me ato aba no asabio ye ko ne anto ama wo a wafiri agro no mu no eno na aso o se me enu wo wanim kro wa hunu no na ansa ko achi nnoga
a chama hode ona akọ oda de no
na me se on sa me enu wo wanim wa hunu wachi nsami enu wo wanim kra no wantimi anso awa tu amwa na chia na mame awa tu onie amwa chia na mame
to campaign ko ye
me ka nsami enu eno nsani fa di twafufu hwe wanu wo botaya ya de ko nyase ya ho ne teyen se chinchira ye medi chama me ba ye be frem second chama enya chama na be frem na ye se ekura me wo hoi egusu frem chama no ni gerede be biem na mum niam bi nkoyie epo no ye bo ye de to ho no emu asane adwiri
to na betimi abeche
yes ni otwitwa na tare no no nko ani mpam ene wo 33 constituencies o ti ase ba bi biara etu anamo branch election kurai ebi wo bi no dade ewom opani ni fie no watufo wa so obi afa 20 years am akọje aware amawda onim ntuma fira wakɔ aware ase ami aka kyerɛ sɛ 15 years yɛ pɛ obi ami yɛtu aware for 15 years otufo akɔ bi a no tɔn watch de bu yɛ nsa bi ɛna ɔnkɔfa ɔbaa bi na ɔso o ɔmo yɛ nkɔgya mo no ɔndu yɛ na ebisa no sɛ na wei sɛ ɔsɛ ɔna ɔbɛgya aware ɛna ɔsɛ gya bi ameba no mo fo sɛ ne ho abɔ so mo nkɔpani ni fie a mo nkɔfa bi mra nti ɔpani ho hia party no so no baabi aduru no 34 years na nyi na ama wie firi wo krom hene abɛn so ɔyɛ dɛ dwabɔ ase na besepa ne kɔni ahaban ne sasa yɛ din o ne nyina sɛ ɛne ɛsɛ kɔpɛ besepa ahaban bra ɛne kɔni nso na gu hɔ ɔbɛyɛ dan sesa
obedi nkunim
ose
obedi nkunim
ana wo hɔ emisro yeyi nyame a wo na wo hɔ
ɛwɔ Ghana ha
ana Power FM manager ɛna be ka ye hu sɛ ye no be program ana me ba hai course sa chia Mugabe mam na mzinye ni hia ni birthday ni ya mo nsan ne no ana
ɔmo yɛ adeɛ
ya chia tiefu chia minua sɛ de obi bia ye bia na onyere ne ho no onye NDC party ye mo obi megunu ye mo obi mesɛ no good esan sɛ mpanimfu a ekyekere ye no ebi kwa kura bi so ho
very well listo
ayo amefa konya we shi na de who are the abedru na menchia ti for ya hwefo na 10th anniversary ne so ye betena CSC konya ne ye hu kwan ye de befa so na fantastic menchia onuanom menu a ye weaponize mra the tia free speech de mokogu afiase nchia mami so for yakufu ono so odi mu ntintiman kenkan ade a sebio abeye abakosem na so ono a otifie na ne tibua ebua ne bemu a ese ono a na menchia wura hoye no mu a omo so mo di abene emre nche ba 10 years I didn't know say this very close but I also ye bibi na eyense na ho na you can never again and abakosem na ya tro atugana ha no sa abakosem we hu hia wo democracy mo
zebra kum se me fa na nchia mamo
opani me tie ne nka che me chia no me gene so papa
o se me bisa se da be na Accra Sports Stadium disaster na see and you see what aban be mo that was 2001 right
yes.
Okay. 2001
yes
yeah Accra Sports Stadium 9th May
May 9
obi say see one na your mama na president and end this na etia gonya
so ntina mama kan say o ma wi free krom hina ben ya wi re dwabas o dia say india na on be trans no na kasa no anka tete abakwasam an kire mpani nsem wo mu na dia gya ho keke
o say o sha say me be free ho say o sha say o pesa wo me bo the entire men pese be boni se enyansafo titru sabi pani tiri hu ne yapo akuma se chema kasa wakasa mana kwa kuti so se bi pani ni ufi adue na se pani atiha na yesi ye ba be di o ma hu komo na sebi nyansa ewo wiase asese enkola kura fafun na omutimi sua nyansa wo sui na je wantimi ensua nyansa de anyini aye panin toto na adwene we da trimu a utimi kase enka MPP wo ho a enka flood ma
adoma ko ba fi
akosuku ni ma me atua school fees we mu na ya na me ka che omo ma me say wo sen kom kwadwo omo school fees because oba be ko school pa na adwene we beda ni trimu na oye hwan a oye MPP kasamafo panyin echese amayoko na no mse yansafo ne animdifo party no omo kan difo ni o de okasama omuni na se wo chia me agimi a ohene na enyimi
oni omo mu de kire ne de
wo chia me ohene chia me agimi a na ohene na amu na ne nyansa abai because ono na yese ohene ekasa na echia mane men nti chia me nti ne nyansa ni o
tu mo kasi abranya mo be kase
nti ne ya na mempese ye be spend time because na say na ye betena ha yi no ye woni o ma piegu apaso a ye bedi hu nkomo na sebi ahiagba yi ne sankofo yi mu sensem be beba mu a yɛnte Ghana ha ɛna mo ankasa mu kɔ bie akosombo sɛ ɛnyiri mfa ɔmo voter na ɔmo ase ɛnhye because voter for no yɛ mo ase hye na NDC nya obi ama mo nto aba ma ɔmo na mo amukɔ bie yɛ nsuo yɛ to the volume of water ehwie free esoro bath asase so no ebi nsi da yɛ kase nsuyira ba ebi esi da but the volume of water ehwie gu asase so no ebi nsi da for the first time in record time mi fie nsuo mfa hɔ da enru maboboa no da enso me tisi mu no na eduru me sisi enso so no uhun se obi akɔ so mba me nsuo yira fa voter for esi yesi tikese ukona wo wi adwe a enkasa adwe emre senka MPP nete so a na akufado nete so a enkombe gina we so abie akosombo ama voter for nyina asa omase abdore ahye momfa ombe toro omase ansa na omuko yes village no ohun se na ezu kese bi ato eso so omu bie mansuo fa omo adwen bone ebe kura tirimu a oto onwum omo kasa bia ya no omo kasa yesi o kasa fo nim se otiefo agimi omo adwen ye omo se omo nim nyansa chen Ghana fo na Ghana fo nso ye remfia de funti ese fun ye kura yen ya danfo no obia fun ye na danfo chen ni bibia o sorry anopa se umusa bibia no afa fun ukohwe so obia frɛ wa na bibi eno ne first na wo hwe fun ne so na ye gi yafutuo free na de asi in the last 8 years Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia no bedi yanim no never again se Ghana ni re be fi ena je se ne phone na yira
eti ankola school phone call ni pa
phone this internet no o ma kwa paper bibia fi internet
so ni ente Ghana
enti no se mo betina studio na sebi precious time ye fan kansem na sebi enka wo kra ba ye afi o ma hu se nyansa e bo pono na wam bie waso amanya asasem a animguase ebe kan no enye bi nie enti me so edi manu beto chairman dia wo kan yeso se akina ye koprapra kwam
obia ntinsi abonten
patamu entotoye ne hyehyeye a omampani ene na pamfo de agu kwan mu no mu ye nyina yenye sabi ye hu fin ti na zoom lion yesikani ye hu fin Ghana for ye hu fin se ohun nye fin a obi mfa hu me yesikani enti mesrawo mum ye hu ni na yesika no yemfa nya de pa because school die wo hwa wo se edi school sika ne kosi ba wo hu fin ti se ye kwa akoboka what you say the enti amenso me ni aban enya adwen se a attitudinal problem nso ne se sa nipa Ghana ni na wo to ball agu gatam no okọ America on to ball agu gatam okọ UK on to ball agu gatam emra no ye adwuma nipa no onni sabi
sanitation
on famra nse ne nsem enti aban so fa
tangas for no way
tangas but say Kumasi for asase so tangas for aban emfa mra nya adwuma se eye me na mra na di mi a se me ofa ba emamu ntie no se sabi mikro me hini tutu ne ntoma egu na basa so se me na nie me ofa asinie ma monye me monke maso monyere me pampe na momfa me nkotum se eye baaku mienu miensa na eye nse na ho a obie ni wono mu a owo Ghana ha obetimi aka se me ko hwie bola e de agu eye susuan mu enti sa aban kasa ena ye hu fin ena ye na ye tutu bola agu mu no aban wo so attitude nye aban eye ade a sebio okrake hwepo a obi anko me mo fa kwesi agiman keme woni hwan se wo kwa hwie bola agu gatem eso bi kura na wo fa kwesi agiman wo metwa mu ho ba bia afe ba wo de fa bola no gu gatem na hwe no kura no de kills kura wo so wo kwa kope bibia di nti no wo de akosi ba bia wo ma wo kwan se fa kills si no wo ba bebubu ato agu na ensu asase ni petimi akoje permit efra assembly etimi asidan watimi di anwasa akọ feli ensu asase Ramsar site na ye bubu agu a na opani bia ono se obo a NDC ntino listen okotena TV so akoka bi mame sada no jewi am si twa ball no efi okra ma block no oh enti no suban na ye ka ho asem no yen ntimi regulate ye ho nya sanke ni aban na wo so regulate nipa na omo edi nyambrasem di ebol agu gatem no enti aban ye wadwuma ne jai se wo so wadane complainant awo da bia wa accuse nkofo no ye wadwuma so bi the ball akogu gatem a wo say nipa ko na the ball an kogu gatem aban ni so mu no watwe nipa ba ko aso mienu aso miensa aso no matter who ayate no watwe na so a aban magina bontima president meka nkyere me say attitude na mom of president any na pamfo mom attitude and ama ball yegu we enti yeni assemblies e Ghana ha ball we free obi fie na eba. What are they doing? Enti no some mom ntimi nkrake hwepo na don't come and blame us. Ye ntimi regulate ya hunti ni ato abama mo say mo regulate yen enti me mpese meti biem not from even the president and I'm a person me say or jina baby ka say attitude na rather the president and his appointees attitude. Change your attitude and crack the whip. Enye nyamesom enti na eto abama mo nyamesom kra Yesu Kristo kra mpo no makansi so say wono okọ ya ohun say nkofo te ni papa sorry dem a omo bochacha no wotuaba enti mo ntuaba no na munya complaints no ye mpese ye bete enye Ghana ni bia na ne hu ofin aban na naso oden and one person obekra ke hwepo no
president aka se koto
because me nkoto ball ngu gatamu da ensuo ni yiri e be fa me ensuo yira fa me ensuo mi ntu ball ngu gatam etu be ka chem say attitude a me hu nya fin
obi mistake na akomo
me hu nya fin enti munya ka ye nya tie na mo krake hwepo no na munya sa trimuda a mudi di aban no enye so obi ye boni a monka so obi e NDC ni na wakosi dan sinsuo kwan mo mumu mete se muntaka ka 16 houses bi o Ramsar site o ba bia e da so so mon clear ni nyina mon clear wo say ya omanfo no ye ko clear gu obi NDC ni so what we NDC ni tim ensuo be fa me we MPP ni na MPP fo akoton Ramsar site amankofo mo ba ya muntimi nti obia hwanum na to ansase no
this is phone so to fini bi
na mo ya na mo sa di blame na baba ma Ghana for say ye na yani mo ha enti ni eto abama wo munya kan ye nya tie
mo ya mo
na nyansa wo fie nyansa na wo street nim ye eti abonte nya say mo hu na ye fe ene ya to abama mo keke mu su mo gwamsen obi ya boni amontia no na munya isa defe no sabi esu so ofin enti na hinkan wentime wie sai 7.
Look at the man.
Munya isa mo so nkofo so no
million betim de ye niam bebe
ena me nto aba oni pa cross won to aba ma wa ka chen say ko ne kwotena nwuram ye be pamo mundi congested kro no na kro ni mumie na ensuo ni nya kwan no nko na ensuo te sam frama untimi si ne kwan who on this earth can blow against the wind?
No, can't do it.
Eti di enti na utimi ma obi kwan so nkosi edan si ensuo kwan na eti woni ehwe ni ati committee na mo ti wona mo hwe omo na mo soso nkofo so aye we na we NDC ni na we ni we die na we ahwe ya onto aba wanto aba na ulusu kotena fie no wabie ensuo kwan na ensuo nyini fo obia ye de be ye o record de be ye o legacy na fei de to so bie infrastructure hodo John Mahama obeka say enye engineering problem. Meanwhile John Mahama wo budget ye a wo kan na nansen ya no e wo mu say wo kwa akoye storm drains. It is engineering. Kwame Nkrumah pencil. Kwame Nkrumah pencil. Yes, Kwame Nkrumah pencil. Efri bri ba besni kogu pumu no. O ye drain a storm a drains akesie ma aye lake. Ba ko wo is Legon. Uko is Legon lake kesie ensuo no to a eyire ebegum. Se na be ya ano bejo na emfa pressure enkobubu adan. All these are engineering. You will be a friend engineering catastrophe. Ebi ato yen. Omampani wa yi minister for finance all kind budget yete ye. Enu nie. Is Legon de ni oh de Nkrumah ye yo Nkrumah o. Nkrumah. Enti se ye sua nyansa yensua nkọ yete mu kompon kwa hwe yete. Is engineering. Na yenko yanim because ensua ebe fa me dem no. Na eduru me sisi. Me ho na nka ya de anka me da form anka bi anka suo fa me ko. Na me nam dana se. Enti munya isa nioma na moye no na mumian confront to problem. Look, I spoke with the minister ya oba to say Ken.
Fantastic minister.
And if you understand what they are doing no, a record time at Socha and Nkrumah de no. So speak to it. Adwuma no mo ye mo bo adwuma. It's not as if some nya adwuma mo ye adwuma no. But emma mo ho kwan ma party sem na we ye party ba na we ye hwan no e me fore mu. Enu ti na sa recommendation ya mo sa de ye adwuma so ye very good. Mo ma military ni dia ni mu. Military ni bia ni obedna say happy. Me say John Mahama kra dan si kwa mo bebu agu. Mo ma military for ni nya adwuma no. No mo nya adwuma ni yie ma ni nya fe. Na civilians ni nyina mo pake mo ho ko gina kire obi apake ne ho na mo ma military for ni nya adwuma no so oba beduru ho na ejo Mahama dan kra mu na ensuo no anyiri fa obi abiem se ne be ya ye betena ma anim na yakoma ya de ato ye yem we na ye friend aban na se bi wo ye friend se MPP ni sika mo sesa kwose mo paasi na nka mo di ko ye nyansade a jo Mahama no mu ye ya na mo say nya ho na ensuo say yira for obi kurampo no na I Kumasi Rosalinda wa say nya ho abegina press conference say ye press conference say I adan ye koyi 350 million ube komu no nipa na open judgment debt edi no eyo mo hu nipa creditor na ye di ye friend is aye ni say sika no ye ni solve problems no. Now person we storm drainer sika be na de be
production team say video bi ho wasi yi na si asem na wo kaso
enti no mesre
enti video na
inso na nkasa na ni roshin e fa ni ewiri bia na e fa enti ye wa na mai bi ba say amato ase ama no timne ni nya problem kra wa na dia still na ko fa sika bita e bedua tim ko boy e me fa amane e ba ye menim pe bi kakra mo ma don't know that one there ana omo yi omani nti penyimfo nyina ba say omo ntia asem nso ne de because so ni yira ade obi afie ko ha tene ne nya kasa sa oba be no ma chofa ba be gu ase langard fo sa no aba be do so ye no wasa akọ ti ade nyina ne dia o wasa nyina aton nyina am de ama no nsu ni nyina ne dia wasa aton ama no wasa aton ama no
sisi ano ono ye reinforcement wa ha
afa o patron esida won na ye we no nti we no kon so obama na abaso obama na pillar na so latima fada na ase patron ati ase obesiesi so ana so sebi so se ma so bribe untimi bribe so se chinchina ofofoforo go ne kwan na wa na obefa
we ekosisi ano no
ekonkofo fie maame bi wo abu wo no kura nte woni so ni iri a wo nyina no eni fia nyina nso no de yiri pa no de wa ha we wan ko be twon kura ko yiri boss go so nso ni firi no wa na eba firi se ti no no de oso bi na to ase ama no to no papers
very well
so utie story ya
honorable Sandogbe ni honorable
Sandogbe ni
you see where damfa
ko jina ho
Eastern right
Eastern yes
okay
omo akohui you see anya bibia na sebi previous
so han wan koto asase so be say da ha na de na
ya wade nyina ho kwan o
nyina na fata yen o
na nipa baako yehu adom musika enti wu sika na wanya ni enti no others should suffer
and esi nyina manfo
bibi ni adwen ya da
manfo to esi nyina esi
enu enti na me say sobo no me fa mo nipa na okoto asase no me de bo aban sene ebe ya wo behu say wo aban no asodie da wo so
obekwa akonya permit o
because ansa na obi betimi asi ne bo say wo ye sa de we no na wo hu sa aban no wo ye weak
mamra no nya
say aban ni make sure say sa nipa kro no ni sika na wakotua ma nipa na woton asase ne ma no no ahia next time obi koto a obehu say me to a edi fie du aban ba bayi entimi nya den me nto ukwa America wontimi nya sa wo ho because aban mra ye adwuma ada na Ghana ni kwotena America won titin tesu ngu fom na otini man mu dia na otitin tesu ngu fom because won mu aban enti aban yemu me ka we amaka bone yade a ebema asotwe beba wiase ama obi ahu se me ya aban betwe maso
chi wo mo
na aban ani ma banyam na me susu na sebi me mfa bola nkogu gatamu no enso ma me fie aban bi ka se me ka we amaka bone enti me de me mfa so bone Morgan ani bia de oto asase no wo peso osi ne dan no wato na asase wo aban no crack the whip
fantastic
and stop announcing to me what me maso odin etie maso odin ti na me pe kandifo me te se odwan a me hia obi a obeka me so ena me no me ma befa wo se wo ye gwanhwani ni so se me odwan ma so odin ei ena na je so timi nya wadwuma ma so odin tina ma befa wo enti me se aban jai se wo kasa ga na ni aso odin no crack the whip me kura me ye boni a twima so
Marasi lusu me fast
so ma na mu ye boni a ono ankasa nche ono ane ho aso na mfa nyensen na ho se me kura me ye mampani no me ye boni ma twe me ho aso na wo
president so onko tonko si
dem
bia onye
Mugabe asema ye kan what is a minister bia na president bia na MCE bia na esu ayirafa no
da
anya ye ne ye bre
Mame wasada ma ya aboafo eteche de dwumadi ebe meda woni eye chama tawi aboaten ase baby aye duo no ye bia ifri aye besa ba another topic da and also ye hwe AG the reintroduce omode ba introduction of tribunal court no omode ba no MB before say there be enisi omode ba eba enye na edibe hunu amanfo dodo na yebeba ho abugina pone ekasa former minister of lands and natural resources one so ne sama ode ababetu dwa eno no yebe do justice to that topic. You ever said that my Victory Garlic Mesa, Dr. Mwakon Nupanu, that's why I pharmacy shop, who do any herbal shops, who do them, who herbal shop BMA and answer pharmacy shop BMA, also pay Victory Garlic Mesa, a boy, ye papa, ma a jamuja timidini pedianum of Fusani, meka a year blood circulation, so enemy pedianu jan and also brand busu immune system, no, and my BB to make one kind of pedianum, or Bakum Fitchin, why I say, Bob, when your Victory Garlic Mesa. Nibia ebetumi abo ye papa o kashi drag lane obu rawa eye ken so okne pharmacy shops akodo ne nyina no obenya bi ewo ho ana se obetumi afra ho matrofo yi na ejadodo bi apebia no wono mo etumi atwetwe enkomo 0201293280 0201293280 na 0242545633 0242545633 wofra ye beje so na bibia so etumi akonkan ede ama es natural mineral water so no enie na de de wo mu ne se agya wotopo no de afradofo bia enam kopon ya adoma chama tawi aboate e kire ye na wodai wiwe ya na chese pick up kese o de abai na mu de bia ye dan mu de bia gumu na mu de ama no na kina birthday no ye se water is life timanya hwe kwa ama ne na wo se me ma nsu se de be ya nyame thank you nyankopon be mana hoden ene nkwatenten wonu se mimi obi an kama ya mana broso nsu de obi ma nsu ana chese wa ma nkwa na open nsu na no nsu no na do so dwa so holism fo ne di bibire aba bigum papa no ene es natural mineral water ye ne aye nsu ene aso abofo ye anje sei nsu we ya na omudidi omudjuma nti sei school mo eye office yo eye University of Ghana Legon no owura campus wa nsu ya no mo enom wudu ene kire eye mekom show bie mo Ghana ha ubenya bi ato na se obeba adwuma mo ha oba eye asori ba Robert elho obehu na dudu obi a opebia obenya yenu aba oboshi shop won so no osua obowura ho won so no obenya bi elho for 0596273546 0596273546 and 0596273547 ofra ye bejo so ye the escola swaba into water es natural mineral water no na escola no so no we di ma mofra no ofie doko na wo so ani agiye papa pam ye vas like say PCA Emfama Safari Valley Eco Resort ope environment bi a obekwa akodi holidays bi ho ye serene na obedu omo say yes any environment no asesem when ye emoa any antelope any zebra emoko ostrich no moko no mo eba baby bakope na mekan fama wo ehone Safari Valley Eco Resort wo mo do in the eastern region of the Republic of Ghana wudu aso ye wani beje omunuane ye kama ura odem nso a omo mpem papa bi enye mpa wo bo adwuma na adwen kwen ni bio we eye mpa na ye tasudi ene ye nkonkon suhum sawam na chose mpa no ejina na so ye papa ye the forest munua papa na yade ene de aye nti ene wutimi se wodampa no so a wedi menua enye mpamone papa kwani emu aduane panso ndi ye several local and continental dishes nyina bi ewo aso ye ho hwe kira kwan ewo dewu ewo poye mante mokre constituency fe 0596914394 0596914394 ofre na ye beje so Power Specialist Eba Hospital ye mami edu ya na free woseswe na kira kwan na eba eye hepatitis A B C D any na wotene te fatty liver sciatica prostate minua bema ma ade atontɔhwea no ma enema nko yie ema wa for ne kire power specialist aba hospital ye ma me adu ya be mo ayaresa unompe no emu ayemre for ne kire asoye ho osa na etete wo eye component su minu aba ma for ne kire power specialist aba hospital eye fibroid na hawa wode kwa yenu ama no obete ne te ede ama na awo no tumi ama awo no aba kumasi ofi ya silik bon so twen kontinasi apudu ja kwan no so ho na obehu yen saa so na takra de wa Anaje estate wo hwe akira kwan ho a ye ben Anaje MA primary school no saa so na wo eye nkra ha poko ase CP kwantempon no so fe ma me adu ya on 0244544422 0244544422 fe na wo beje wo so Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center Dr. Etumi Ako eye Rwanda eye Kigali akwaji award pa bibi mem hanyina yese wo pe doctor wode bibiduru wode bo adwuma yie etumi sa yare ma yare no wa hu se yes yare na dwane afiri ni padua no ene prostate wo munyina bibi mem hanyina yamana award na sia ewo eye Rwanda Paul Kagame krum ayechese Ghana ambassador to eye Rwanda wonu ne kogire mu e de award at present ma papa yi na chese efekeke na chese baby abefa bia Medimosis baby abefa bia Medimosis papa no se prostate hu na edwane papa no prostate ehu Medimosis na edwane for ni kire na so ye hoye na wontumi emmoa wo na wo su tumi nya eye nupa ni bi wa so ye ho Medimosis aso ye wono na akwafa eye left kit ediaba left kit capsules no etumi abo yie papa efiri Medimosis aso ye na wonya left kit capsules ni bia eno ye ni padua no adwuma yie papa eboa support to immune system no na san support to liver function obrebo ne betumi aye adwuma yie amoatena asase so acha wohia left kit capsules ebetumi aboa wo ye the medical capsules so aba eno so obi a wontumi ni de wonu mato obroni beka se loss of appetite obi a moja ntimi ni padua no mafrusa na yie blood circulation wonya medical capsules ni bia betumi abo yie pa from Medimosis on 0244 068447 0244 068447 o from Medimosis ya obajo so former Ghana Black Stars goalkeeper Richard Kenson Olele wasi Mugabe I'm enjoying your show keep the fire burning here minua Richard Kenson Olele nankopon sha na onya okase saa so ena okupiem ewo Dr. Simba Barbering Shop ewo South Croydon ewo London onso mabie atom ewo ho Asante Barbering Shop ewo Camberwell Green ono so obi atom ne nikita mu nyina omo bi atom na nakwesi so Barbering Shop ewo Mecham ano so ewo London ono so ebi atom bia abefa bia power ena TV SYZ ena obia ATA Divine Hope Herbal Center womo na de otwa herbal powder de abadwa so na adwuma ni obi osisi ye oya obi a eja wuntumi emmo adwuma yie ni nyina no wohia otwa herbal powder sexual weakness wasem na meka kirewo edi asem ama amanfo yie pa wo fiduam ha meka kirewo edi amanfo asem amomu yie papa ebi ni Emmanuel Nati Emmanuel Kisi Peter waist pain ni edi asem na mo low libido ni bi mu ofia na oda bi mo complain no matenka wo form be ma de se watenka e wo so ye frɛ wo atenkapa ye bema na atenka e wo so no ye frɛ no atenkapa to duru media ya abrante bi ye frɛ no atenka wono won frɛ ni agro ene ye so ko suhum samom na mo frɛ atenka wo se papa ne ka ho ene officer wo se me no scorpion wo se me no me nya wa meka wo ene ye se yankonko a Benghazi wo se me no ene lion ne tuem sa ne ye koyenim ni nyina eye otwea herbal powder pebi na no man wo koforudu a Gapson Pharmacy wo sunwane a Cap Herbal wo my House of Drugs Cape Coast Boachansa saa so na naboache eba wotema and PK Gumbila e wotamale for trafo 0550 639 037 0550 639 037 ofra yebeje so the stay back stay safe campaign from NPA omo kire se ko hu se fuel tank bi atoho a menua menko ho kra se okwa twi diesel ana se okwa twi petrol 1 gallon of fuel ahwi ana ma wahwere onkwa enu tina me kanfo yesa eye nkaiboi me ka se fo asobra ne tie ne said the bay adani then you know nkwa hia ye papa wetimi etie ukon won se fo tanka bi da forma wo de frɛ Ghana National Fire Service ye ma mema wo sisapon ne mrate ne mabawa no omo bɛkɔ no maba bidum bibia ana Ghana Police eye personnel fo no wonu bɛtwetwe nkoma 0302 550380 0302 550380 wo frɛ o ma omo ebeje oso Jumako nyina dawroma ene Hebron Hills International School papa oba no wanya bosome miensa ye jeneni atete na ma afi ba akoko simfie num ye de ni wura Montessori ntitiye num lower and upper primary admission go so ekoso ehwe Hebron Hills International School ekira kwan ewo media of the Nsewon Road wokɔ hɔ a omobeje oba no wanya ntete pass de bia adache ne ba no na brabo ebetumi esi ne ye nso mo oba sa be bia oba ne wo bia ewo Gan West and petututu ye befa na no upon school a ya sa drop no so edina edina ka ho Hebron Hills International School say excel and shine Jumako nyina da wono me techira ye di jumedi edom ma make up enye otafreja so ye tawi aboaten operation comeback egusua ekoso o say akonya no obeje na eniema atosini no aja otime siesie no enti yanko what they saying yanko on this yanko tribunal issue no so na yewia ya ba other issues no so I TVS was at na power 97.9 FM wanye tawi aboaten tafrija kaja gumni yanko
tribunal tie tie ya oma ehu se aya na ma wi free ya chintem fast record hwane de bai
kufo ne kufuado
ade be den
CNDC4
na kufuado no ye den
Attorney General
nti ne o gina ho no waka se ensese ye de ba no ne wi free abakwasema na
yese bu no kasai ebe 1 minute video yentie na mwa onsema wo de betu dwan production team ma ready a madawroma mo
Constitution, Article 142 of the Constitution establishes the regional tribunals and they are granted jurisdiction that is equivalent to the criminal jurisdiction of the High Court. And then also if you go to Article 126 of the Constitution, it says that Parliament has the power to create such lower courts and tribunals as it shall please. And so, Mr. Speaker, there's a textual basis for the establishment of the tribunals to supplement the work of the current judiciary. Kangaroo system where opponents of the administration will be run through a certain judicial system and jailed. We don't want that. Let's have the existing court system. Let's have the district magistrate court, the circuit court, the high court, the court of appeal, the Supreme Court. That is the judicial system in all civilized, developed countries in the world. We do not want regional tribunals. They bring about bad memories, scary memories, and bad dreams and intimidation in our country. Let's
Kajagum fire no oye mi amenu afire no
Jinapo MP
abu we nya John nso mu ye
Dabi me John na Philip
John ye de no
John
no same say won
Nyansani doctor
yeah
energy
no kasa sese
oba yi kanea ho asem on di japoto no any electricity ana afanyoma ka ye bo chairman woni di ye ma ne san poto no wahu nyansani a eno wabetoto ne ma ma ekoso no wahu ninia onu na meka cho se bribia no ye titi nipa ye nye nipa wo we ya nye ne se potri farm akoko ne kasa bi ye ni we hote ene wakọ school aduru akiri kura wan ready wan sua ankoduru akiri emira akofo ba 2001 yanko abakwasem ne yanko hwe ne ya Victor Solomon Court prison high court na ejeri sipa yanki eba akofo odua high court Ibrahim Adam on by high court. What? You see? A then one about fast track court. Fast track court to na high court ni ho. The same constitution no one gina so mo ne tete ye ma one gya ntem peso anana na do ya Attorney General. Am wo ye to say ne ahimi ya Attorney General no. O se constitution article 164 162 no kira wo say ye betimi abia tribunal. Sabi wata fracho umfa obire umfa akwala unye biribini afra wa himfia o sabi sase ede engineer afra me kone ko yiwa no ma me na kokko na etwa me no nkyere no a o wasam wonim sɛ wonni wɔ man sika ɔmfa 000 nkɔka ho ma wonrɔbo wɔ man no a ne yɛsɛ yɛbie fast track court a ɛnka ho deda a woyɛ wɔ court ayi parliament no ne ɛwɔ yɛakyɛ na ɔmampani ka sɛ mi wɔ sɛ yɛ mmerɛ no ɛsɛne sɛ wonya chief justice papa na chief justice ne bɛtie ɔman no ɔde ɔman no constitution nso bɛyɛ adwuma a saa na teɛ ɔmampani ntumi mmie tribunal except the chief justice ɛna ɔbɛtumi ne nakɔ adwen ayusu constitution ne attorney general ɛno ho mmara ɛno yɛyɛ no ntumi nua gyina pɔ wo nua baako no yɛtetee no wode yɛnyɛ wo yɛnyɛ wo because yɛnyɛ wo wo bɛgyina wo nka wei sɛ because of intimidation because of this dabi yɛn nuanom mesi na chikata wasɔre ne yɛkɔfaa no na ɛfa sra court wahu wei bi ne yɛ na ɛka kyerɛ wo ne sɛ wo teacher ni a ɔkyerɛ wadeɛ no sɛ bi ɔkɔyɛ thesis ɛne project worker wokɔyɛ ntuhyɛ mu a yɛtwam yes yɛtwam impersonation adeɛ ɛsɛ sɛ wo sign na wodu obi din na ɔyɛ sign for no na akɔsɛ onipa de din impersonation wokɔ prison ɛdi anu agyina pɛ woyɛ dɛn a bosome nkɔ wie yɛ no tribunal no bɛba cases no a yɛpare agu high court ni nyinaa no ɛntimi nkɔ no a yɛkɔ a ne yɛtu ahyɛ da no tribunal bɛdi ne ntɛntɛm wadi sika a yɛbɛgyeriw na Mugabe mu tra radio so ka ne ɛsɛ sɛ yɛka wo yɛso yɛgyeri wɔ no yɛka wiase nsɛm nyinaa ma ɛkyɛw pa baam ɛso ɛsɛ yɛ threaten wɔne kɔ prison na wo a wadi sika ɛna wode wɔbɛtena hɔ wo a ɔman ne sika no wadɔboro no daabi Nanado dankwa kufu ado ɔyɛ attorney general lawyer ɔsɛ prempenko lawyer
ado prempenko
prempenko yeah na ko no nso wa na ado no nso te hey ɔman ni yɛdwa ne sɛ banchi yakɔ agari hɛ ɔmampani deɛ ɛyɛ me dɛ wɔ ɔmampani John Dramani Mahama ho ne sɛ ɔyɛ slow by show
mframa de huhu paade a wonya
ɛna mframa so mfɛ ɛboɔ da nsuo yi akɔno sɛ na ɛboɔ ne na ɛmu dwiri kurɔfoɔ back ne ne wom na aboɔ no so gu so wɔ hɔ ɛne nantwie
nsuo bɛyɛ
boɔ dɛn no apentante ɔte deɛ ɔte MPP wonim sɛ wonni sika yɛde wo kɔtena ministry no wokɔyɛ CEO no na womfa 0 nkɔka ne ne yɛse yɛnka ho ne yɛse bɛbu akonta na sɛ wotumi bu yɛ ho sɔn wohaw ne sɛ ɛnti sɛ gyinapɔ sɛ wonni sika wonyɛ ntuhyɛm ɛfa bi nka ho ɛme yɛhwehwɛm na auditor general yɛsɛ bi nsi da in the history of this country sɛ MPP sika trade a wɔn adi na sɛ na yɛse tribunal ɛba a sɛ hule NDC ni na adi tribunal na ɛba ma no ɛyɛ MPP ni a tribunal no ɛyɛ fast track court na ɛba yɛ MPP foɔ ɛna me Victor Solomon no ɛyɛ ofiri mu bɛyɛ na ɔbɛkɔ ne kra akyi ɛnka ɔte asɛ saa abere kura nka sɛbi ne nana no yes ɔnabo da nagbadapi sipayanki ɛmmerɛ na sipayanki yɛyi na hɛmɛnakye de na akɔto wira mu no ɛyɛ mmerɛ mkɔgyina Koforidua prison
wow
yes yɛduru Koforidua runabout ɔne yɛne ɛso ɛfo ne de ne kɔ hotel ɛma no kɔ soyɔnko ɔne de ne ɛkɔpɛ wira mu baabi ayɛ ahɛmɛnakye no ɛhɔ na na mete yɛfrɛ mɛka kyerɛ me sɛ woamma ntɛm a saa ntɛm DS boate wɔnyɛ no baabi kɔ na ɔyɛ ambassador to Cuba ɛnkɛde ne kɔto baabi sɛ neɛdeɛ Ibrahim yɛyɛ Ibrahim Adam no ɛkɔsii wɔ Achimota Forest no na 2000 deɛ ɔne ba sɛ revolution ɔne ba sɛ coup yɛwura kofoɔ no ba sɛ coup na gyɛ kɔ ɔbɛkyɛ bilɛ nti wantra ayi osu ɛna ɔtwa mobilization mu ma mobilization foɔ nyina owuyaya yɛntuɔ ne ka bɛsi nnɛ so na sɛ nnɛ mu deɛ momo no yɛba bɛsosɔ so obi a wɔtumi ma democracy ahotɔ baa mu yɛka asomdua hene ɛyɛ yɛwura JMS because deɛ kofoɔ de baeɛ ne deɛ na yɛhu wowɔ sɔre da mu yɛakɔkyew wokɔ kora court na yɛmiami sɛ wano asɛm fast record na do dankɔ akufoɔ ado na yɛatɔ ne general na ɔkɔ gyina hɔ na ɔwɔ prosecute wɔn no nyamfo kwa mpepranom hwempa ni fuati sei akuni ni fuati sei
jeli wo mo
no kwa mbode
to be papa yi chachuchi
kata o wa sori dem ni akoche no na duro kura ya mana ahiri na duro kura sida bi na trewu ya mana ntre ne kam na dia mu ye be bi atrabu na musuro mo mena me chiro constitution ni bi no mo ka chiro se dia akoko atete kwafo na ekochiro na mo hia firi se ene drivers ni buchafo na ekochiro ni akuafo na constitution na itima tro man mu 34 years e been see than the history of this country from 1957 dia na musuro ya se brahimfie be yiwa no ahimfie na wo ko ahimfie
ti beka
wasem
the charges be to us awu akwanya se
yes and the judges no musuro say ya be for ndo na kwatia I want one their classmate e me classmate ona say o yellow makola ananya sadete ona say makola
my learned friend
yes
my learned friend
now my learned friend say bra na be jira wa nimu na won ko tukotu
nipa na bon cross my learned friend
now just say first a tribuna and I am PP time and you NDC ni the sani a chama wu to me yo ya enko that's what the name how was so ko pen na
enko ko dada
wache I say ubaka say democracy ni yanko na de bae
enu ntina Ghana for people wafu no
ubaka say democracy and this nko na de democracy bae na so MPP fo nya yan ya on do na democracy no on the revolution e cool and on here because aka wona nkonka adoma ba akukura ni ho yes obeka kire so ye NDC ni ma me ka sam kiro MPP ni tia and NDC ni tia ya me nya hwe and the opposition kura me ba prosecutramia no wasere to me because when him say be di chama pay be ultima mu ni no ba e be search wa ma
o de ne set afrifo
so
obo wo ye den obo
wa na nka o je say ye ko for time
hwe obeta
ngwa nam ho
otafre
obo obeko prison ayo do obeko o de number 20th June say ombra
say 27th
and 20th to 27th say attach yako pridi into of say we obeko prison well mama me say what who say what who say so nu enso chef ni pada enso chef ni pada enso nu kwa na fa nipa na Mugabe ye bie tribunal no enye nkranko na ye bie tribunal
all the 16 regions
ba bie tribunal de wato asase adi de wato fertilizer de waye wo yadi ade bia na fa ban de bia ho no
time ho
yes say ya ban mu krai ya ba power wa for kwambane so tribunal no be chew
your mama
abamu
we appoint
ya appointee so we appointee we party ni wa for kwati kwan aya de boni biara obi di wakoro tribunal be chew ye bia tribunal no ma say yemna meye pepeyo na tribunal ne kura no ball tuguo eka ho because emra ni ho kwa so ko to ball agu egotam na so ko tugu mu a tribunal no eka ho na ma memra mu kakra hwe Mugabe eno nu akasa na yan hwe yi a ye no be ponchi en daachi ekiremafo very well sanitation na obenfo nimdiafo anyam ngwanwa se juro debre na oye doctor a ko local government or the national sanitation day e bai won san ke ye dampo no won san asa peja bi won san asa peja bi because na niso ade huro ohu ye ne say yenye dabi nso wo wiase nyinara ne fa siesie krom ne ye gotamu no won say ye bai na nke ya chia no won san asa ba 2 days sanitation na me bisa say yama ho kwa engineers no hwe uko diesel assembly meba uko diesel assembly coordinating director onye secretary to the statutory plan committee o eye ona they say also on physical planning
okay
ona secretary to the this ni hokura no wasan permit on ko hwe
this is enkosi abiem
what you say
tribunal
ebe tribunal o ye this o ye hwan na wo hwe e ma sa to renche ni ehwem ni ehu a ebe tribunal
this of akakra kan ho na ebre na ye be na news for no take over whatever
Mugabe
tribunal ne
ade bi wo a me pese metene na kakra
yenko
de edi kan musa ma catch us MPP lawyer bi en onim law
omunim judge
nti omunye hu se judge no ade enkoma afape na wahase ye dede hitherto no MPP ni na Ghana ha omo aphorism bi we ya go to court meboa afi yesi e kwa kote court osimeti kwa pai anya munam se go to court kanu ni MPP ni bia nya asem a we ya go to court because onim se onim judge enti woni ne kwose kokoam na o dia ntenchia etia wo hwese asema abuka asisi ei ana mia me de me phone ya fast check he say me phone ye na madam fo pa ana wo che me say ewiasim ha nyina ye wo international tribunals enti tribunal no unso ka say in any civilized country enti wiase fo agimi on ni nyansa ewiase a yetimu Ghana ya sign treaty ni bi say si yani oman foforo bi kura nya asem a tribunal and edi asem no na how much less oman Ghana uko Germany a tribunal so ho bebre uko France a tribunal so ho bebre enti to say in any civilized country no mesramo fast check say wan ka no kure enti we onimra onim judge me say asema me kan no opa kohwe records mu MPP ni bia o ye lawyer bi onimra we onye mrani mu ni papa judge no nimu no na Mugabe ade be na omoye achakura o so betena studio ha atwi owura ye ni anim pen enti ene se mateda e wo se me bona baso because
yes the okay na
abem because it's long overdue hwe Ghana fo bufo a ehye wo mumu kese titrim aye se do mahama ba ya wontimi ensete quarter ebetimi ama abasahare so at assembly a contentem na so do mahama be kache Ghana fo say the wheels of justice grind slowly e man betena ka say opani wan kasa yi na yesa kasa na ya kronfo kasa wheels of justice ni nipa na oye kronfo no o wia no wan ko slow wan get slow motion and this all the speed that we are what's the first speed tino first speed me na no impi from pitino because a choir of France o mu wi asika no hwe o say we ntimi on na wa o ka na okotena mu no Ghana fo sika o Ghana fo sika wa kwaji kokobo sika asika so de koye cocoa rose wadi ana odi akotoka na otimu no na se saade we NDC ni na ye ya etire NDC fo ya na mhu ya mahi no because mo no ase de mu nko na nyameso mpa democracy ente sada democracy kire se me ye boni ateme me mpa me ye wu me ye wadamfo me ye obi bia muchocho no edi enti na abuga pele de mo che no abuga pele wonye Ghana ni David abuga pele ene wuntumi na mu wana ne so wonfa so ma man no enti sani o mana ya mo ye no ho mesra mo munya se ne ya ebebo ye din na din pa eyesna hunya edin no obia wo ya ebebo din se e chama wo din o ukokroma edin e de frɛ wo no eya aye bi pen enti ebesra mo munya dia ebema wo din aye de because wo ye o wa anya o ebebo din enti bu se wo se din pa ana din bone na wo pe so pe din pa dia ya de pa uti obi ko tun wa bra wa wi o ma sika wo nya de bone
listen na mada chama tewi aboatin so ase news for na yekrado omode enwumre no esin akase ebo nobody no do me any atin koma wo chira nyam ya duma yebesa din hia chairman poma checheku poma checheku omone de enwumre no esin akase